Good morning, jewellery makers. How are you? Nice to have your company. Hey, you might have had a little sneaky peek already once this morning. Yeah, we did our first ever Facebook live feed. What do you think of that? It was a bit silly, a bit fun. Gives you a little sneaky peek there what's coming up and tells you what amazing guest designers we've got. It's the gorgeous Debbie Bulford.
Good morning.
How are you, honey?
I'm extremely well, thank you. You?
Yeah, really good. Really good. It's been a long time since we've been on air together, actually.
Really? Yes.
Claire was just saying she hasn't seen you since she got back off her travels.
I know. I said that to somebody the other day. Where's Claire? Yes, I did.
Claire's been, Borneo and all sorts of places, haven't you? Oh, you didn't go to Borneo. The one place that I mentioned. New Zealand, Australia, Bali and Fiji. There we go. I knew there was something with orangutans. Bali has orangutans, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Has monkeys. Did you see any orangutans? I really want to go and see orangutans. I've got a thing about orangutans. Anyway, what have we got coming up? Loads of incredible deals. For those of you that didn't catch the sneaky peek, I will give you a little heads up as well. We've got a duo of chrome diopside, a duo of Tanzanite, two of the most sought after gemstones on this entire planet right now. We have got brand new pearls. We've got amazing sterling silver, which embellished with gemstones, which you're going to absolutely love. We've got beautiful carvings. We've got amazing sapphire. Deal of the day is oodles of your oodles, yeah, oodles like that, don't you, Kim? Like that, oodles of your little tiny spacer beads, which you can embellish various different designs, and inspiration from the wonderful Debbie. Kits are to die for, bundles galore. So shall we get this show underway? I think we should. Should we do it? Yeah, let's do it, Kim says. Starting with the brand new pearls. Shall we start with that? Yeah, that's a good idea. Now, big quantity auction. We'll recap it, stock permitting, come the end of the hour, shall we say. So brand new in that I only saw it literally this morning. We've had some incredible pearls. I mean, just saw there on the repeats of last night's show, Hannah with those big, beautiful rounds. If you're looking for the unique Keshi shape and you want something which is absolutely appropriate for all different outfits, all different occasions, then here's the strand for you. Silver cultured pearls, very ornate, quite angled. They've got lovely textures, as you can see. These are full of pearlescence and probably some of the most original shapes of Keshis. You know, I know that might sound a little bit peculiar, but do you notice how some of them have even almost got coffee bean shapes with them? Really incredible textures across them, not just like, you know, the mottled texture, not just, you know, sort of bumpy on the surface, but amazingly diverse angles. Brand new in from 7 to 9 millimeter in size. Yes, they're silver, but you have got that secondary hue of pink coming through, beautiful flashes of blues and golds, as we know you should get with quality cultured pearls, and you're certainly getting it here. We've got amazing amounts of strands that will complement this as well throughout the course of the show, but to be honest, it doesn't need any additional gemstone in my eyes. I think it looks wonderful on its own. However, if you wanted to really go to town, how about with the Tanzanite bundle that we've got coming up later on? How about with the pink sapphire that we've got coming up later on? Or some amazing citrine. The world is your oyster, quite literally, if you pardon the pun. That was actually completely unintentional, you know.
Yeah.
It actually was, Debbie.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Oh dear. It's too early in the morning for that.
That one came from Claire. That one. It's a bit early in the morning for all of these. Yeah? Okay, I'll stop. I should never have been a comedian, that's true. I'm rubbish at telling jokes and things like that. Anyway, dial through as soon as you possibly can. It's a long strand and I'll give it a quick measure for you. It equates to the studio sample 41 centimetres, which is about 16 inches. So that's a long strand of pearls actually. Guaranteed 38 on our graphics, but as you can see I've got a few extra here in the studio, so you may well too. Just restrand it, maybe add it onto some stretchy stretchy, some elastic if you wanted for perfect stretchy bracelets. Again, very bridal. Pearls always are appropriate for weddings and those kind of events, red carpet events, but every single day at the same time. I'm loving these shapes. I mean, Keshi, along with your Biwa pearls and your Brocs, they are more obscure, they are more individual, they are more characterful. But these, because they have got such diverse angles all the way around, are some of the most original, I suppose, that I've brought you. Do you agree with that, Debbie?
Yeah, I do actually. And that sort of size and shape are ideal to use instead of a sterling silver bead.
Yeah.
If you can't stretch to having sterling silver beads all the way through the design, you could pick those sort of beautiful beads and they will give you that shine.
And it wouldn't be a sacrifice, would it? You know, in terms of, yes, it's going to be more affordable, but you're not sacrificing in terms of the luxury.
Not at all, because you get so many different colours in those and they complement every single gemstone. Those will be so useful to have in your stash. Even just by themselves, they're stunning, but they will complement every single bead and give us a lovely flash of silver.
I totally agree. I mean, that's the thing. Pick a gemstone that it won't match. That's probably a lot easier. Let's bring that early bird deal in for you onto your screens. Get involved as soon as you can, along with everybody else. £6.95.
Wow. Wow.
£6.95. I mean, I truly believe, and I was speaking to a group of jewellery makers not so long ago, and I was saying, you know, what was the first gemstone that you, asked them the question, what was the first gemstone you actually bought from Jewellery Maker? Quite a few actually said pearls. This is why. Because we offer the real thing, you know, not plastics, not synthetics, not glass, at such an affordable price, and it's no reflection of the true value. I mean, you've heard me say that over and over and over again. It's easy to do price comparisons. Keshi pearls actually aren't that readily available everywhere, and yet $6.95, Kim, my producer's not even happy with. She says, you know what, I want to wake all our jewellery makers up this morning. She's certainly done that. £4.95, Debbie.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
You know, we're part of the furniture now, I would say, wouldn't you?
I think so.
I think we've been around long enough to say that, you know, we're part of the fixtures and fittings. And I can't recall. Go back sort of 3-4 years. 4 years even, when I was sort of working upstairs in the office, there was no way that we'd be able to honour prices like this.
No. Absolutely
no chance.
No way. No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't have brought that to air.
No, I mean, it wouldn't have even been probably £10.
No, exactly.
I'd imagine.
No.
Pearls were always double-figured sums, and then some. You know, we're not just talking about £10 plus. Loads of you are already getting involved. Super busy this morning. A very good morning, and nice to have your company. They will complement so much that's in your stash, and you know they are going to really pack out gemstones as well. They are a great sort of. Excuse me then, I just had a little tickle in my throat. They're a great addition to a stash if you want to, like I say, preserve quantities, or if you're watching the purse strings and maybe you like the idea of using your luxury metals like sterling silver. But this would be costly if you were to make something.
Oh yeah, I mean from over here I can see pinks, purples, greens, blues, all the different colours, and they will just bring those out. All the gemstones you put with them will just bring those colours out. And they're stunning. They really are.
Do you know what I'm going to say? What about the silver stardust beads with this?
Oh, yes. Lovely.
Because you've got the savings here on the strand. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to then, because it's under £5, that you have to use your silver-plated copper. Not at all. Like I said, the quality is here without shadow of a doubt. The majority of you have chosen to multi-buy, and I'm not surprised. We will recap throughout the course of the show, so good luck. We had just over 200 of these, but I highly doubt they're going to be around for very long, especially when I show you this next item. because these will go perfectly with those silver pearls. They're absolutely stunning. I mean, we work with some of the most talented lapidarists in the world. These are brand new, very limited in stock, unfortunately. I wish I had a bigger quantity. And the skill of carving that you're about to see is just on a whole other level. Now, you're getting two. They are layered, so you'll notice it. It's kind of wonderful iridescence, beautiful mother of pearl, chromatic shifts of colour. They're both different as well, so they will be individual. Of course, they're hand carved. And you get the 3-layer effect. Look at these. Can you see that? 3-layer effect of these beautiful flower buds. One of my favourite products that we've actually brought to air. I think these are stunning. In my eyes, these are just crying out to be a brooch or maybe a hair comb or something like that. I love the fact that they are both individual, you know, both unique. They've got different styles of carvings, of course, different types of blooms, I suppose. They measure 43 millimetres approximately in their diameter. So they are really substantial. If I actually hold one up, you can see it's a really substantial piece, and certainly won't get lost on any lapel. If I just turn it round as well, so you can actually see the back, so even got that iridescence on the back, so and easy to fix onto something. Anybody that's new to jewellery making right now, if you're thinking, what would I do with that? All you need is glue. That's all you need, basically. I mean, you could wire wrap this if you wanted to. You could soutache around it. You can bead with it. So many things, but it's also very easy to create something with very, very basic skill levels, much like myself. You know, if you've got a brooch back, or you can make a brooch back even, then you're away.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It'd be lovely as a little brooch, actually.
I think so as well.
They really are popular at the moment, aren't they?
I love the fact you've got those 3 layers. It's the first time I've seen that 3-layered effect. And it really does add to the iridescence, doesn't it? You know, the profile.
Really pretty, really pretty. I mean, I've seen those before done with some chain hanging from them. Looks quite sort of Victorian.
Yeah, I bet.
It's lovely. Even that on a velvet choker, I've seen people wear that
That's a nice idea.
Fashion magazine.
Well, chokers are back in fashion, aren't they? They are all the rage again.
Yeah,
and they're both the same size, but like I said, individually carved. And you can see the quality all the way around, you know. There's no rough edges. They're all beautifully smooth, so very, very, very wearable. Again, I think these would be fantastic in maybe a fascinator or a hair comb or something like that. Be incredible where the light is really going to influence that iridescence. Brand new in, though. Never been seen previously before, and we're limited. I only wish I had a bigger quantity. Let's bring that deal in for you. First come, first serve. Wow. I was expecting this sort of price point, at least each. We're going to £9.95 for both. Do you see why I was saying with the pearls it would look incredible? Because it's really going to pick out the silver tones, are going to pick out the iridescence of the shell. I just think this suspended like, in fact, I'll hold it on the back of my hand. Just imagine a neckline piece like this. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? Very Lola Rose.
Yes, very much so. They'd be lovely actually on fascinators, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
On a wedding sort of hat or...
Yeah, absolutely.
Really
with maybe some of that lace veil mesh, you know, which are all on trend.
Black and white or black and cream for a wedding and have that be stunning, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Love them. Only £5 each. Well, less than £5 each, but you're getting both, of course, individually hand carved. One of my favourite pieces that we brought to air. I just think they're absolutely beautiful. And not only are we appreciating the rarity of the gemstones and the beauty of the gemstone, but also the skill of the actual carver themselves. They've done that 3 times and layered those lovely flower buds. Victorian Hertfordshire, lovely on a bag as a mock button. Oh yes.
Oh
on the clasp, that's a really good idea.
That's a nice idea.
Love
or even
that.
if some of these jumpers where you just have one big button. It'd be nice to have that, you know, on a black Angora jumper or something with that. Oh, you can imagine.
Victoria, that's a lovely idea. Talk about transforming a clutch bag, because that would really transform it, wouldn't it?
It would.
And I agree. Or maybe on, if you wear a pashmina or something like that, just, you know, it's fashionable to wear them on the actual brooch on the shoulder. Well, I think it is anyway. That's where I wear them, and that's where I was taught to wear them as well. But this, because it's such a statement, you could actually wear on the shoulder itself. So, and it's really going to get itself noticed. I love that idea, Victoria. Yeah, great idea. Well done. Again, very, very busy. Stay where you are. Now, one of the colours that you're picking out within these gorgeous flower buds, the soft pastels. Beautiful soft pastels. So maybe some rose quartz would go incredible. Yes, the Pantone colour of the year, Claire. 100%. But these, now are either little, you could either call them four-leaf clovers, flowers, or crosses, whichever way you look at it. They've got a lovely shape. Kind of like a double marquise, if you know what I mean.
Well, they're pretty.
Aren't they lovely? Aren't they a lovely shape, Debbie?
I love those sorts of things because you can fit them together, can't you? You can fit one inside another and
oh yeah, you can create.
Really, yeah, and if you push one in where the curve is, if you push the next one in, I think it will fit. Excuse me, looking over.
Yeah, they will. There we go.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
They do kind of nestle, and of course you could do that much better than I have laid on the hand. But yeah, you could nestle and create almost like an entire bib of gemstones, I suppose.
A lovely cuff of them, I was thinking, would look stunning, wouldn't it? That would be lovely.
That would be beautiful. I love the lustre as well that you're getting with that really really subtle checkerboard faceting across the surface. And it is subtle, you know, they haven't got so many angles that it's all about the sparkle. It's just that occasional flash. As the light glides across that surface, and of course that wonderful powder pink. Yeah, it is one of the colours of the year, hence why we're seeing a lot of pastels in not just your jewellery but also in the fashion industry as well. Not just your pinks, your peaches, your baby blues, your powder greens as well. You know, it's all about those lovely pastel hues, which I love, I absolutely adore. Very, very wearable. And we also know that rose quartz is a gemstone used by so many different designers out there. Now, it should be $9.95 for the individual carving that you're getting here. I don't know, again, I think I look at them as like a double marquise. Lowest ever price on your screens. I tell you what, every single opportunity we've brought thus far this morning, Debbie, will be perfect with one another, wouldn't they?
They would.
So this, with the silver pearls.
Oh yes, that's ever so pretty.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
As a combination.
Do you on the screen, it's not picking up what I'm seeing from over here, because from over here, those pearls, those Keshi pearls, have got so much pink and purple in it.
Yeah, really have got.
You don't pick it up over there.
But look at that for a combination.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
See, I'd have to create some out of these three.
Lovely.
Or maybe if you want to take it to another level, if you want to take it, you know, to a different degree of luxury, maybe then add in.
Oh yes.
Your pink sapphire, which is coming up a little bit later on.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
That's a stunning combination, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
I love it. And you'd probably only need a few of the gemstones surrounding one of your flower buds. Just beautiful. Coming up, by the way, is your pink sapphire. And of course, add the pearls to your order along with these beautiful rose quartz. Now, shall we bring you some sterling silver? Oh, silver plated copper. Whereabouts? Oh, the big one. Have you got an order open? Yes? Fantastic. You're going to want to add this. If you haven't, you're going to start an order, because this is an absolutely ridiculous deal. Is it that one? Most random price ever. It's not a Jewellery Maker price. When you see a price on the screen, and sorry to be vulgar and talk about money for a second, but when you see price and figures on the screen that aren't usual to Jewellery Maker, you know that it is rock bottom. Yeah? It's a weird price. Look at all these findings. Silver plated copper. So you are getting your featherweight hairpins. You are getting, I can't even pick them all up. Your decorative headpins. These are like little flower buds.
Oh, they're pretty.
They are lovely, aren't they? I'll pop them down there. You've got your round ball headpins. There we go. There we go. which are very long, by the way, as you can see, 50 to 60 millimeters. You have got there a length of gorgeous chain, and I'll pop this across the back of my hand. You've got lovely spacer beads, decorative spacer beads, again, keeping that flower theme. You've got 10 of those. You've got your heart toggles. You've got another toggle here. Beautiful. There's your heart toggles that I was referring to. You get 2 of those, or connectors, whichever way you actually look at them. Another toggle here. So real variations of. We've got shepherd hooks. We've got extenders. Pretty much everybody who can see the price is multi-buying. So if you're with me on the phone lines, dial through as soon as you possibly can, because we are taking it to that ridiculous, obscure price of £3.47. It is, you know. I don't know why particularly. I think it's more about sort of the ease of figures and things like that, but I don't know why, but we always tend to stick to the 95s, don't we? And we very rarely start, a price very rarely starts at 3 as well, just because it's not worth a while, quite literally. You know, the cost it comes on, that we have to pay for to be on air, it just doesn't cover it, basically. So we don't often bring opportunities at a sort of £3 mark. We can put them on the web, but not on the live show. £3.47, it's going to sell out. Please do check out those baskets. I can see loads of you with it in your basket. Julie, Nicola, Eleanor, Claire, Violet, Judith, Dawn, Sandra Lean, Susan, Joe, Charlotte, Darby's there as well. Again, you'll need to check out because we only had how many? Has it sold out? Sold out.
Can I just say, I know that's sold out, but I went to do some research the other day and actually priced up one of our findings kits.
Did you?
Because I don't know anywhere else that you can buy findings like this.
Yes.
You have to buy individual packs.
Yeah.
And it came to just over £30.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And that was in a really hobby store. That was just, you know, that was a really
So all the
price.
findings that you've got here, like 90 findings approximately.
Over £30.
Over £30.
Because you're paying for packaging, packaging for the chain, packaging for the earrings, packaging for... You're paying for all the printing.
We underestimate that, don't we? We do really underestimate that. So I love Jewellery Maker for the fact that they make this hobby really affordable for most people as well. Okay, moving on to all of these lovely elastics. Again, if you were to price these up, Debbie, I bet you'd be absolutely stunned. Now, this is actually in... I might actually unwrap this. She says, you know when you make a decision and you can straight away think that's a bad idea? Here we go, here we go. And it's also very satisfying to unwrap all these. Look at these lovely colours of elastic. So, those that are new to Jewellery Maker, we use elastic for stretchy bracelets predominantly. Very easy, tends to be the first piece of jewellery that we create in this wonderful hobby. Adding the colour to the specific gemstones enhances the saturation or just adds that little bit of fun or contrast. I only have 40 opportunities. You're getting everything that you see on your screen right now, 120 metres, which is going to keep you in stretchy bracelets for a very, very, very long time. One of the most wearable pieces of jewellery that certainly I own is a stretchy bracelet. Funnily enough, Debbie, when we were looking at your pieces of jewellery this morning, the one piece you said, I love it, I love it, I love it, was the stretchy bracelet.
Absolutely, it was. And the nice thing about the elastics being coloured, I mean, we know the fashion a couple of years ago or 12 months ago was elastic bands, wasn't it? Well, now people macrame with elastic, with the colours, and that's their bracelet. Yeah. They don't put anything else on there.
No gemstones or anything like that.
For kids' clubs or things like that, or for the summer holidays, great, take these away. You know, if you go to a caravan or something, take these away with a strand of beads and you've got a day's playing.
Yeah, exactly. You know? And I think, you know, especially as we're stepping into a time where craft and creativity is really fashionable again. You know, absolutely. It's all over the television. So yeah, and youngsters are really getting involved in it as well, which I think is absolutely fabulous. You know, you can buy jewellery from most sort of toy stores and things where they're plastic and they're fortunes. They're absolutely fortunes.
And they're lovely to make hair bubbles with, that sort of thing. Yeah.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, absolutely. Hair accessories and things like that. Already lots of you checking out. Now, we should be bringing this to you at £6.95. However, you've seen the deals. You've seen the deals. Just think about your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews, your brothers, your sisters. You know, this is going to keep them busy for a long time if they need entertaining. Rather than sitting in front of a TV box, you know, this is going to keep them busy. $6.95, so we have to honour that low price. Again, lots of you getting involved. But, you know, I keep talking about youngsters. I love a stretchy bracelet.
Well, so do I. That's the first thing I go to. Can I be really cheeky? How thick is the elastic?
That's not cheeky, Debbie.
Do you know how thick the elastic is?
Let's have a look.
Because that looks really substantial, that does. Because sometimes you can get the stuff that's like a hair.
No, it is thick.
Oh, no, that's really thick, actually.
You are right. You are right, Debbie.
Well, that's really substantial, actually. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, you can see the thickness, can't you?
Yeah, that's fine. And it's that really, really stretchy.
It is. I
stuff.
noticed that as well. In fact, you can actually sort of... One thing we recommend with stretchy bracelets is to actually pass it through and stretch it out somewhat. Yeah. Just to... It almost warms it up a little bit and then actually thread it through your through the gemstones. Give it a try. If you've never ever made pieces of jewellery before, honestly, it's you know, big designers make stretchy bracelets and they fly, absolutely fly. Links of London do a charm bracelet which is a stretchy. Lola Rose. I could go on and on and on and on and on. Gucci, I believe, did one. You know, so big designers will actually make stretchy bracelets themselves, and I always say it, but you know, they're always on trend. They're always fashionable, and just because it's easy doesn't take away from the beauty of the piece, does it?
Well, no, the reason I wear it is because I have a little bit of arthritis in one of my fingers, and I find it difficult to do clasps sometimes.
So great for that.
So for those that have a problem getting bracelets on and trying to do the clasp up, you know, I just find it really, really comfortable.
That's a really good point, because my mum's got arthritis as well in her one hand. So yeah, I think she'd easily be able to slip it out. And not only that, she reacts to some metals. So with elastic, you won't have to. Sold out. Well done. Okay, moving on. It is time for the first of your star buys. Can I just say, this has to be some of the most vibrant Amazonite that I've ever seen. Do you agree?
Is that Amazonite?
I know, it's almost bordering on malachite.
That's what I thought it was.
Do you agree? It's Amazonite.
Oh my goodness.
Now, colour is king. How many times have you heard me say that? I say it over and over and over and over again. Poor Emma's been listening to it for about 3 years. Haven't you, Em? Yeah. Colour is, I've been saying it for that long, but it's ingrained in my brain. Any coloured gemstone, the more intense the saturation is, generally the more valuable. Now, Amazonite usually is quite a pastel gemstone, almost a spearmint tone. Beautiful, don't get me wrong. This has to be the most intensely saturated Amazonite strand we've had.
I've never seen one like that before.
I thought it was malachite.
That is amazing.
Isn't it incredible? I'm excited that I've got a big quantity because I think we're going to need every single one of them. That's a really gorgeous green, isn't it? It's emerald city green, malachite green. It's got the undertones of blue coming through. It's almost green onyx intensity.
Actually, yes, you're right, actually. Yes, it is.
And very few gemstones that ordinarily I'll say, no, that green onyx is a gemstone and a colour on its own. You know, there's nothing which kind of rivals that colour, and that is obviously dyed. This is natural Amazonite, and it has got the hues, the depth, the colour that I think is actually knocking it off its pedestal. Astonishingly rare. Amazonite can be sourced from different locations around the world. Coming from Russia, again, you think about the extreme weather conditions and things like that. The same applies with your chrome diopside. I find it amazing that such a gorgeously intense colour could come from often quite extreme weather conditions. like chrome diopside does. I mean, you'd expect this to be maybe tropical, wouldn't you? A tropical mining situation. Totally natural. Already collectors on the phone lines and on the web, and I'm not surprised. I'm joining you on this because this is the darkest, no, darkest is the wrong word, vibrant Amazonite that I've ever seen.
I don't know I've ever seen anything like that before. Never seen that colour before. That would look fabulous with the rose gold, wouldn't it?
Yes. Just some rose gold jump rings, maybe.
Stunning.
Oh, that Amazonite was citrine. Pauline.
Oh, yes. Funnily enough.
Funnily enough, I have actually got citrine coming up next. And you are absolutely right. It does go incredible, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, look at this for a combination.
It's stunning. I mean, I think that sort of colour goes with most. It will go with a vibrant fuchsia. It will go with purple. It will go with pinks. It will go with silvers. It will just go with so many things that we've got on today.
Absolutely everything. Sorry, just looking at my hand there for a second. Look at that. Look at that. We're so bowled over by the Amazonite that we're all engrossed. We're looking at what you're looking at right now. We're looking at the TV screen before us. That's incredible. And it's an 8mm round, so very wearable, you know, not too big, not too small, very easy to be turned into a stretchy bracelet like what we were referring to. Polly, that is a vibrant colour. Never seen any with such an intense shade of green. It's got to be high priced. Do you know what, Polly? I totally agree with you. It should be. Apparently, our should-be price is £17.95, but we're going to bring it to you, lowest ever price point. I've never even seen this strand before.
I haven't either. Oh my goodness.
I don't think you could make a comparison many places.
No.
You know, quality-wise, I'm not talking price, never mind that, but I generally don't think you could actually compare the quality in many places out there.
No. Oh gosh, no, absolutely not.
This is what you imagine to be sort of carved and embellished in pillars and in sort of in palaces and tombs and things like that because of its quality of colour, you know.
I could imagine that in a beautiful jewellery case in a high-class hotel in London, you know, with gold and just stunning.
Big, beautiful scrolled feet.
Yeah.
And things like that.
Oh, just fabulous. But that, you know, if you just had that necklace and you restranded it and you sold it, how much would that be worth?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really hoping Fleur's watching right now because I think Fleur would love this.
Oh, that with chainmail. Fleur, if you're watching, absolutely God's gift, because I think that would be fabulous with some of the chainmail designs. Yeah. Because beautiful.
And she wears a classic stretchy bracelet, doesn't she, all the time? So again, this would look beautifully, beautiful up against jade, maybe.
Oh, stunning.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited for you. Wait till you get that home. I tell you what, it is going to knock your socks off in terms of quality. Now, are we doing the citrine now? I think we should. I think we should. Is there a little bit of a drought of this gemstone? Here's a question, and it's a hypothetical question, you know, you don't necessarily have to answer it. How often do you see citrine? Because the reality is I see way more of other gems. I see more Tanzanite than I do citrine. I see more...
I see more sapphire than you do
sapphire,
citrine, don't you?
Emerald,
yeah,
ruby. You know, I see more of all of the above than I do citrine, so I'm thinking there's a little bit of a drought, and that does happen. You know, gemstones will be abundant, will be fruitful from different locations around the world, and then all of a sudden there'll be none. Or what's still coming out of the ground is of a lesser quality, lesser grade, that we simply don't want it, and we don't want to bring it to our screens because it doesn't, you know, epitomise the quality that Jewellery Maker desires. Now, what is the quality? Gosh, this is natural. Wow, my goodness. We want rich, honey, glistening, sunshine, more buttercup yellows. Many believe that When the wearer owns a quality citrine gemstone, it is going to bring them prosperity and wealth. And you can understand those connections, can't you? Because this is like liquid gold.
You just took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say liquid gold. That's exactly what it looks like.
It is, isn't it? You can almost see the beautiful, well, you can see the brilliance and the internal clarity. Now, we only have 42 of these available. I wish I had more, I really do. And this is the only citrine that I have available this entire show, I believe. So, yeah, and I didn't have any yesterday, didn't have any this show before that. So, yeah, I think this is the only citrine strand. My goodness, this is going low. Add it to your order. You know, just as a keepsake. What a lovely gift, if you like. Just one of these citrine gemstones in a little tiny chiffon bag. Here we go. That's for good fortune and wealth. What a lovely sentiment. If you believe in all that, if you don't, fine. I personally want to enjoy it myself in a piece of jewellery, but yeah, with that Amazonite strand that you said earlier on, Polly, would be absolutely incredible. Helen, Sally, Lee, Sylvia, Cardiff, Anna, Olive, you've got yours. Lots of people on the web. £7.95 only in these beautifully. They're not rough, are they? They're not rough nuggets because they have got that lovely polish on the exterior. So again, bringing out that liquid gold colour that we were referring to.
What a nice idea of yours to give it in a little bag, a tiny little chiffon bag.
Yeah.
Because if you think how many are on there for £7.95.
Yeah, 2, 4.
You could buy 2 or 3 strands of those and take them to a craft fair.
15, 18, 20.
20.
That's 20 individual little chiffon bags. Even if you charge, what, £2? That's a nice idea.
Yeah, it is a nice idea. I like things like that.
I do as well.
Yeah, something different.
And you know what? And it's nice when you find them, because my best friend gave me a little, and it is literally a little stone. It's a little stone, and it's got love painted on the front of it. And she says you've got to put it in and it's in a little silver satin bag. Put it in your purse, keep it with you all the times, and it's to show that I love you and I'll always be with you. Bless her. My best friend gave it to me, years ago, and I've still got it. I've still got it in my purse. I would never take it out because it's a really lovely sentiment. I think that would be really nice to do with this.
I do.
Amazing. Maeve, hello to you. Pamela, Tina and Maggie and Linda and Anne and Brian and Louisiana, hello to you. Ruth and Helen. Cambridge, you're with me as well. I need to move on in the essence of time because we have got some incredible pearl rounds coming up. They are perfect stud earrings, and again I keep forgetting to upload it to my Facebook page. Someone remind me when will you? Message me on my Facebook page, Eleanor Barker Presenter. I took a picture of some pearl earrings, various different sizes, in a jeweller's. 2 studs, that's all they were. Well, lots of studs, and they were sort of rode. Hundreds of pounds. And I just wanted to show our jewellery makers what they do sell for. I've sold them for many, many, many years. So, I mean, I talk about it on air, but I actually took a picture. Naughty, because I can get in trouble for doing that. But I did anyway. Exactly. YOLO. I am wild and reckless, Debbie.
I know.
You know? I've done it on a few occasions, you know.
Okay, I have as well. I got told off as well.
I've been escorted out of a jeweller's before.
I was asked to leave once as well.
Have you?
Yes.
It's not just me.
No.
Don't you find it quite funny though? When
I do actually.
Yeah, I did once, and they're like, "We know you're not buying, Eleanor. Get out." Okay. It's true. It is true. Yeah, it's my mugshot. Do not allow this person in our premises.
Happened to me at the German market on one of the stalls, and they obviously got to know me because I was asking about it and said, "Do you work at?" No. You must know something about gemstones because you keep coming back. I said, "We do a little bit. Don't know a lot, but." And then, so when I went back, and then my husband said, "I'm going to take a picture." He said, "No, you're with her. Just I know that."
Be gone!
Oh dear,
Be gone, be gone. Yes, it's the challenges that we have. It's the lengths that we're willing to go to, jewellery makers, you know, for you, so that you appreciate the wonderful deals. I know you do anyway. Now, these are half drilled, absolutely perfect rounds, as you can see, beautifully, beautifully spherical. There's the actual drill hole. So what do we need, Debbie, to turn these into a pair of stud earrings?
Well, you just need either a ball earring, a stud earring that you can take the front off if you want to, and that can go in, or just a piece of wire, and you buy the butterfly piece to go on the back. But just make sure that you have one of the tools that rounds the end of the wire. Yes. So it just curves the end of the wire when it goes through your ear to make sure it's nice and comfortable. But they look fabulous as studs for cravats, for weddings, for gents. They're nice as tie studs. Yeah, that's a nice idea. That sort of thing. Or studs through a lapel, just through the buttonhole. They look really lovely. Absolutely beautifully matched as well in terms of their shape. Yeah, exactly. As a pearl solitaire, you don't have to make use of the drill hole if you don't want to. But yeah, equally you can suspend these. Don't have to be as studs. You can incorporate them into your shepherd hook earrings if you like. So they could actually be drop earrings. They could be pendants. Anything really. Have a little look on our website. There's loads of tutorials, and again, very easy to commission a high-end piece of jewellery. The quality, how beautifully spherical they are. Apparently our should-be price is £9.95, which is already astonishingly low, and there was not a single pair of pearl earrings on the photograph that I took was anywhere near that. They were all sort of in the high figures. We're bringing it to you lowest price, £5.95. Now, there is one other place, and I've said this before to our jewellery makers previously, one other place where I actually found genuine cultured pearl earrings, and I went, oh, that's actually quite a good deal. That's actually rivaling Jewellery Maker deal. They were sterling silver, simple studs. I don't know how perfect the pearls were because I was literally looking in a magazine, but they were £20. And I thought, that's an amazing deal with £5.95. You know, we just keep moving that bar, don't we? We do. I mean, if you had a tiny little silver bead cap on the top and put it on a very delicate silver chain, it's a perfect wedding gift, isn't it? And with a bridesmaid, brides, or what have you. You just can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. No, really can't. Absolutely adore it. Love the deal. Super busy. Got to move on. In the essence of time, let's bring you some incredible more buys with opal and sterling silver. Oh, feast your eyes on this Ethiopian opal strand. Not only is it long, it has so much play of colour. Oh, can I just zone in? Look at how neon your Ethiopian opal is. And that's all from the tiny silica spheres creating that wonderful phenomena. The more sporadic those silica spheres are positioned within the opal, the more play of colour that you will get. As white light enters into the gemstone, it bounces and reflects and brings you an amazing spectrum of colours. The top spectrums, the red, the oranges, the yellows and the blues, are the rarest. Oh my goodness, you've got it here, haven't you? But look how vibrant, look how intense, look how neon this natural strand is. Now, you're not just getting 20 carats of Ethiopian opal. Oh gosh, you know, every single one is grabbing my attention. You're not just getting 20 carats, you've also got a lot of 925 sterling silver, and we're going to be taking it to lowest price point. How easy would it be to create a high-end piece of jewellery with all the findings that you're getting here, inclusive of a length of chain which is 50 centimetres, so 50 centimetres actually equates to just under 20 inches, so it's a long length, and you can see that it is quite a wide open link as well. You've got toggle clasps here, 2 of those, so 2 of your 925 sterling silver toggles. We've got 2 sets of your shepherd hook earrings, so very easy to create matching earrings. You've got
Your S hook connectors here in solid sterling silver. This is not sort of your copper with your silver overlay. This is precious metal all the way through. You're getting 2 of those. All of your crimps, and I'll tip them out just gently, all of your crimps, all of your spacer beads, and also all of your jump rings there for those finishing touches, and also the security of the piece of jewellery. Now there's nothing saying you have to use them all together. Great stash replenisher, absolute rock bottom deal. Let's just say, for what we're taking the entire opportunity to, I'd pay it for the Opal, without doubt. Now, we should be at £24.95 apparently. Should be. Not today. Wow. £16.95. I'd happily pay that for the Ethiopian Opal, don't you agree, Debbie?
I completely agree. Do you know what I like about our bundles like this? Is that most people would have bundles and a kit to make one thing.
Yeah.
But how many of those things would you have left to make with something else when you finish?
Well, exactly.
So
I mean,
you wouldn't get more than 2 bracelets and you've got 2 toggle clasps, so you've then got S clasps.
Yeah.
So you've got things, then you think, oh, I'll keep those and use those for something else. It's nice that you've got extra to put towards a different.
Yeah, because you don't have to, you know, invest huge carat weights of this gemstone, of this strand into each piece. I mean, you think about a pair of earrings, so they only have to be sort of, what, a centimetre in terms of the amount of the gemstones that you actually use, maybe an inch on the neckline or something like that. Yeah, absolutely. And you're going to get multiple pairs of earrings, multiple bracelets, multiple necklaces. Like you said, it's not even one suite, Debbie.
No, exactly. I just think it's amazing the amount of silver that we give away.
It is a lot of silver. In fact, have we got the average gram weight there? But you can see it is substantial because we've got, like I said, almost a 20-inch chain there, which has got those really open links, so great for charm bracelets as well. Lowest price point though, so approximately 10 grams. Gosh. Okay.
Oh.
I don't even try to keep up to date with the price of silver and gold on a daily basis because it changes every single minute. That's got to be super competitive because at the end of the day this is monetary value, you know, it is monetary value without the finish and the detail that you've got. Absolutely incredible, well done. Last in stock opportunities though, do grab it as soon as you can. I'd hate for you to miss out, even if you're thinking, you know what, I just want the opal, or I just want the sterling silver. Fine, you're getting the rest as an additional bonus, aren't you? Yeah. But like you said, Debbie, I'd be going all out on the sweets, and then some. Yeah. Sweets of jewellery, that is. Okay, moving on. Is it this brand new Labradorite that's just been positioned before me? When did this arrive in the studio? Okay, it's been on your screens apparently once before. There are only 71 in stock. Really lovely shapes.
Oh, that's lovely. I love that.
Oh, look. Can I just show you individually? Look at those gorgeous blues, flashes. What, again, this one's got loads of green. Look at this one here. Every single one, look. That one's quite intense, isn't it? You've got absolutely individual, unique, faceted slabs almost. And faceted on both sides. I'm working my way along the entirety of the strand so you can actually see the quality and just the consistency as well. Again, amazing blues just there. See those blues? And I'm seeing all of the colours of spectrum in this one, but you can't see it on television screen for some reason. Get it home, and then you will. Flashes of blues here. We only have 70 of these available. It's a long strand, and you can see the dimensions, the length, the dimensions and size. They're individual pendants or cabochons if you wanted to treat them just like so. Love the uniqueness of the cut.
I do as well. Actually, it's quite contemporary. I think that's really nice. Nice with your dress, actually, because it'll pick up the mossy sort of tones.
So the khaki colours.
Yeah, that's really nice. And I like the fact that it's got flashes, but it's quite subtle. Because when you've got slabs the size of that, you want to make something quite dramatic, but you don't always want that high shine. That, to me, I would wear every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. It's really contemporary.
And also, like you said, gents would probably wear this a little bit more. If it's got too much colour, and I don't mean to generalise here, but this is quite a masculine labradorite strand, isn't it?
I love it, though. I think it's really nice.
I do as well. Yeah, masculine. I'd still wear it, though. I like your chunky jewellery, absolutely. I'm going to lay this across the actual board itself so you can see, and bring that price tag in, because lots of you are there, and like I said, it is limited. Should be £24. Look from the distance, you can see the Labrador essence, can't you? £24.95 coming your way at the lowest ever price point. Grab it whilst you can. My goodness, this is a huge price reduction.
Oh, I love that.
That's half price, really, isn't it? It's pretty much half price, not far off anyway. £12.95 for a long strand, and the sizes, as you can see, 20 by 13 up to 34 by 22 millimeters. Yeah, I love it too. It's because you have got those subtle flashes of labradescence running through.
I like that.
But yeah, the quality is absolutely amazing. Martha, hello to you. Louisiana, Cambridgeshire, Tina, Diana, another Tina, hello to you. Devon, and also in Hampshire. Anne, nice to be with you. Harmana, hello. Lisa, hello to you. Diane and Joe in Lincolnshire. West Sussex, nice to have your company. Excuse me. Do stay where you are on those phone lines. We've got more star buys coming your way. And if you think about the gemstones that we've actually shown you so far, the Amazonite, the Citrine, if you just put one of those gemstones, it's going to pick out those colours in the labradescence as well. So if you put the Citrine, then you're going to really, really see the yellows. Absolutely amazing. You'll be delighted with the quality of that. Now, we have got more star buys. I know, coming at you. It's up next. Okay. Am I allowed to say what we were talking about earlier this morning, Kim? Okay. You want these. I have to be very subtle, very careful. Let's just say, yeah, 1,000 carats of fluorite. Let's just say this is a very special star buy, and we've had to battle for it. We really, really have. Fluorite is the most colourful gemstone on the planet. It comes in various different tones, but it also has the ability to glow. It fluoresces, hence the name, under UV light, but to be honest, under amazing daylight it will as well. You might have even noticed it on the T-bar. In fact, you're going to notice it because it's 1,000 carats. I've been feasting my eyes on it since the moment I stepped into the studio. Okay, we've had to properly battle for this morning. I've got 200 available. That's it. I say that's it because the reality is I'd want a quantity of about 500 and 600. I know I'm never happy, but when we see, I am happy. But yeah, when we see something which is as rare, as exclusive as this, then I know that it's going to sell out straight away. That comes with experience, I suppose. But can I give you another little a little insight into this gemstone? It took Steve Bennett, one of the world's largest gemstone buyers in the world, who's been buying colour gemstones for over a decade now. It took him almost that entire length of time to get hold of green fluorite. He heard about a parcel which was coming from China, and it was on sale in the Tucson Gem Trade Show Fair. Travelled to the Tucson Trade Fair specifically for that reason. Obviously got other gemstones at the same time. Zoned in on that parcel and managed to get it. It is one of his greatest success stories in terms of gemstones acquisitions, but it took him almost a decade. You think about Russian Alexandrite, Peridot, Peridot sapphire even. He bought within that period of time. Now, you have got one of the most exciting strands of amazing fluorite. They are big, they are beautiful. You know, these are not shy and retiring by any means. They are there to be spoken about. They are there to be admired. They are there without shadow of a doubt to have all the glory and the attention. I mean, look at the fact that you have got here that purple stripe that you get within fluorite. See, fluorite can be green, fluorite can be pink, can be purple, can be blue, can be colour change, has the ability to colour change. You can have bicoloured fluorite, you can have colourless fluorite as well, but arguably some of the most sought after is this lovely apple green, and you've most definitely got it here. I'm not surprised that you're multi-buying. I mean, these are big, beautiful, I don't want to say nuggets, these are boulders. Look how substantial they are, of genuine gemstones, right the way up to 25 by 18 millimetres. I mean, they have got weight behind them, so I'm thinking these would be perfect for maybe a long line pendant or something like that, where it is going to be admired. More importantly, where it's going to be influenced to the light, you know, décolletage area, sort of around the bust line. You're going to see a lot of light, particularly with the forthcoming season, so you watch that gemstone absolutely radiate or appear like it's radiating. We've got about 50 of these in baskets. I had a 200 quantity, and you know what, Kim has had to absolutely scrap for these. She really has had to roll up the sleeves. Well, not really. She didn't actually fight anyone, but metaphorically speaking, she has had to fight the good fight to make sure these are included in today's show. I don't believe that they're going to be featured again. I don't believe that you're going to see these again, and I can't say indefinitely that we will be able to in 6 months' time, 1 year's time, 2 years' time even. Now, I need to bring that price tag in because already loads have been allocated and confirmations have been made. What? I thought she said 17 and that was good.
Oh my goodness me. That's amazing.
What are you doing, Kim? It's not even £7.95.
Oh, Kim.
There's not a lot I can say about that. Kim, genuinely, it was £7.95 our target price. That's absurd, isn't it? Absolutely absurd. And that comes from the top, mind.
Well, when you think you go into these crystal shops and you buy a crystal, you'll pay £4 or £5. That's less than 50 pence a piece. That's just silly.
Silly, absolutely.
It is silly, isn't it? I'm just amazed.
I am as well, Deb.
Yeah.
I can't get the sentences out, Debbie. Yeah. It's gonna sell out. First come, first serve. Please check out those baskets because we are running out of time here in the studio. There is still quantity. Make sure you get yours. Honestly, I'm so immensely proud of you for getting them. Well done.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Then head over to our website and check out our Get Started page. Watch the welcome message from presenter Carol and find out all about Jewellery Maker. Watch one of our easy to follow tutorials where our guest designers will teach you the basics and give you the confidence to start making earrings, bracelets and necklaces. If you prefer to simply have a go, then check out our starter kits. They contain everything you need, including instructions, tools, gemstones and clasps, allowing you to create your very first jewellery pieces. You can either watch the video tutorial or follow the step-by-step instructions to give you plenty of inspiration. We also have an array of beginners workshops that you can attend here at our studios and join our experienced designers and get a taste for this fabulous hobby. We will guide you through the basics to get you started making your own beautiful jewellery. Everyone is welcome in the jewellery making family, so start your jewellery making journey today.
Did you know that Jewellery Maker's phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $2.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $4.95.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund. You can now earn £10 credit for you and a friend by recommending Jewellery Maker. Just tell your friend about us, and when they've got their first order using your special code, you'll get £10 credit as a thank you. Your friend will get £10 off their order too, so there's never been a better time to pass it on.
As promised, we have a duo, a luxury duo, no less, of chrome diopside. This is a natural gemstone. It's not irradiated, it's not treated, it's not coated, it's not enhanced in any way, shape or form. It comes out of the ground in this wonderful, beautiful colour. However, very rare to get in such sizes. Now, yesterday, I had an entire sellout of chrome diopside. It happened within literally a matter of a couple of minutes. And many people messaged me on the back of that and said, Helen, I missed out. I'm so devastated, you know, and I totally understand. Chrome diopside is one of those gemstones that you have to be super responsive with, because we will never, and I highly doubt in the foreseeable future that's going to change, we will never have big quantities. Now, you'll get 90 carats here, 90 carats, and they are each individual sizable solitaires. You know, this is what I would expect in terms of, if I break this down as a parcel, if I was to take them off the strand and sort of hold it here to you in tissue paper, the way they do, that's how they protect the gemstones, fold it out. You'd be buying it maybe as with your gem trader hat on. This is what you'd imagine to go on to be set into your high-end pieces of jewellery, your sterling silvers, and most definitely your golds as well. And do you know what? One day I'm going to do that. In fact, I wish I'd done it this morning. Just literally cut the strands and actually unveiled it the same way that we would do in the trade when we would buy the gemstones for pieces of jewellery. But the reality is, if this were being sold in the trade right here, right now, then I couldn't put a price to it. It would be huge figures, just because of the fact you've got that intensity of colour. You know, there's no loss of that wonderful green, and generally that this is a gemstone which does suffer with extinction. I was talking about that yesterday. The bigger the gem, the darker they tend to be, which means then they become almost black. That's what you don't want. You want it to definitely have that gorgeous intensity, the $1 million emerald, as it is so often referred to. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, if you can imagine these not necessarily on the strand, just literally within some beautifully folded tissue paper, you'd be looking at them thinking, yeah, diamonds either side, set into maybe your 10 carat or 18 carat gold, and such a collectible piece of jewellery. But you've got tons of that. This is without doubt the gemstone, or one of the gemstones, that I would suggest you get sooner rather than later. I've got a top three at the moment: chrome diopside, Ethiopian opal is another that I always talk about, and obviously your Tanzanite. Get those three. If you are a collector and you are savvy at shopping, then you'll be buying it sooner rather than later, because I think it's going to really, really, really rock the gemstone world in the foreseeable. In fact, it already is right now. You are guaranteed both. 80 carats, I said 90 didn't I earlier on, 80 carats, I beg your pardon, of natural chrome diopside with all of that gorgeous refraction. This gem has the ability to glisten and sparkle and play with light internally like some of the finest gemstones out there, but the big sizes usually tend to be so dark that they're almost bordering black. Definitely not the case here. You have got 40 centimeters of amazing gemstones here. The calibrations, fantastic calibrations actually, because they are pretty much generic standard sizes, 6x4 to 8x6. So many solitaire rings, many solitaire earrings. If you do your gem setting, will be around those sizes, the 6x4 and the 8x6. So if you do your prong setting, then these would be absolutely brilliant, because you could prong set these, Debbie.
You could, and as you said, it's the perfect size actually, not too big, not too small, just a really perfect size. Yeah,
as an oval calibrated gemstone, 6x4, 7x5, 8x6 tend to be the sort of calibrations that you use, and you've got those here. So yeah, you're going to find within this gorgeous opportunity gemstones that will fit beautifully in some of your prong sets. So maybe you haven't actually got the gemstone yet to fill those. This would be beautiful, amazing.
I just think the intensity of colour is just, well, you can't compare it to anything else, can you?
No, you really can't.
It is stunning.
It's actually reflecting on the back of my hand, the green. You know, that gorgeous, amazing green. And can I just say, we've also got Tsavorite garnet coming up later on. This with Tsavorite garnet, that would be one of the most luxurious pieces ever. Okay, let's bring that incredible Jewellery Maker price onto your screen. Should be £95.90. Bear in mind you have got an entire parcel here. It is really a parcel of the most sought after gemstone currently. However, today, that's a really substantial drop, isn't it?
That is amazing. Very exclusive little package of time. I just think that's just stunning, isn't it? Mother Nature's just so wonderful, isn't she?
Even if you don't know what you're buying as of yet, and just do your research, and you'll soon find out just how exclusive chrome diopside is right now and how impossible it is to get hold of. Even if you don't know what you're going to do with it, take it to a local jeweller's, get something designed around the parcel that you're getting here. That's over £25 saving, which is just absolutely incredible, you know, for chrome diopside. I could walk into my local jeweller's, which is probably about 10 minutes down the road from where I live, and I highly doubt I would find a single chrome diopside piece of jewellery in their shop window. And it's not sort of a run-of-the-mill jewellers. It is a luxury jewellers without shadow of a doubt. And I highly doubt I'd find chrome diopside. Absolutely incredible. It glows with natural beauty. Absolutely amazing. Well done to each and every single one of you. Over £25 saving. Now it's time for our beautiful designer inspiration with the wonderful Debbie Bulford. Debbie.
Yes, see?
This kit is going to fly.
Yeah. It's
very, very, very gem heavy, but you're going to love the opportunities because there's something completely different, aren't they?
Yeah, they are really different, and I've got so much left over. The potential for this kit is amazing.
Bead scoop, 2 strands I've never even seen before, and the most stunning amethyst. I'm loving it, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. In fact, I need my board back actually to show these. Oh, look. Aren't they fabulous?
Aren't they fabulous, yeah. They are.
And this is just the one. You're getting 2. These are your purple agate graduation layout bars. Aren't they fantastic? This is like, do you know what that reminds me of? There's an artist, and I saw I don't know who it is. I'm not really great on art, but when I was in Rome and I was just walking past an art shop, and there was an artist who had made these incredible works of art out of galvanized steel and paintings and old signs and things like that. Don't they look a little bit like that?
They do, actually. You're right. Yeah, it's like almost like ceramics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you've got the sort of patterns there, it almost looks like old signs. Do you know the ones I mean? The ones that used to have like Coca-Cola and for petrol stations and things like that. The patterns that you're getting here, and you've got two of these, by the way. I'm just showing you the one. This is the lovely purple, and well, we said maroon. It's more of a pink to me.
It's fuchsia pink, I think.
It's a fuchsia pink, yeah. Fuchsia pink. But we have also got gorgeous purple in these. Aren't they fab? Like it is like art.
And to play with them, I really enjoyed the noise of them and the texture of them. I mean, you could almost do a mosaic with them. It'd be fabulous, you know.
They do. You're right. Yeah. They do feel amazing, don't they?
They're lovely.
I mean, Debbie, you've separated it out. You could go all out though, couldn't you?
You
and
could,
actually put them.
I mean, I could have gone bananas, and I've still made a lot of jewellery, so I wanted to stop, because otherwise whoever's going to be photographing this would be not very pleased with me. So I stopped, but I have got a lot left over.
Shall I show you the purple?
Aren't they fab?
They really are fab. We've not had these before, and I love them. I think they're fantastic. They're like, you've got druzy agate sections, you know, where the light is allowed to get through. You've got some which are completely opaque. You've got some which are a little bit transparent. They look like they've almost been, like something has actually been wrapped over the exterior of the gemstone, but it's not. It's all it's all within the gemstone's formation. Yeah, a little bit tie-dye, a little bit sort of hippie chick.
Yes, actually, yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I love these. Tie-dye is back in fashion. As long as those horrible t-shirts where they're heat reactive don't come back in fashion. They were a terrible idea, weren't they? You know, the ones where you get hot, you'd actually get the patches. Can you remember them? Yeah, basically everybody would have the warm patches under their arms. Gross, horrible. Don't bring them back in fashion. But yeah, tie-dye, I agree. I've seen maxi dresses and things with that. Shall I try and hold both? I'm trying to. How many carats we got here? 1,500 carats here. And I've still got a bead scoop and amethyst to show you. I love them.
They're almost like feathers, don't they?
They do, actually.
They're lovely.
Got people multi-buying this kit,
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. The amount of gemstones you get in here are unbelievable.
Really are. Text us in. What would you do with these? Because they are a bit different. I mean, we've done the graduation bars before, but these are on a whole other level, aren't they?
Oh, gosh.
Text us 60777. Start your text with JM Studios. What would you do with these? Something a little bit outside the box, maybe. I'm thinking fascinators, mother of the bride, interior design. But I want to hear your inspiration. We're not done yet. You've got 1,500 carats worth there. As if that wasn't enough. Now, we've also got...
It's beautiful, isn't that a
the
lovely
quality
strand?
of this amethyst. 120 carats of amethyst here. In your plain rounds, they're 6 to 7 millimetres in their size. And, oh, look, rich, regal purples. And that's what we aspire to. Goes beautifully with the strand, and if I just literally pop a few of them next to, as you can see, go absolutely beautifully with your agate layout bars. Delicate graduation as well. It's the colour that you want, isn't it, from amethyst?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I love it, absolutely love it. As if they're 7 to 9 millimetre as well in that size. 9 millimetre solitaire in amethyst. Don't see that every day, do you? Still not done though. I'm still not done. This is exceedingly gem heavy, so wait a second. We're up to 1,620 carats so far, and I've still got all of your bead scoop. But I tell you what, this isn't just any bead scoop. This has got really metallic colours.
Well, they go perfectly with the purples and the fuchsia pinks. You've got some lemon quartz in there. You've got just wonderful, wonderful hematites. the amount of colours that you've got in there that complement the gemstones. I mean, somebody's thought about that. They really have thought about it. I think it's fabulous.
Can I just say, look how beautiful these are.
Yeah, aren't they stunning?
With that iridescence.
Yeah.
It's like a mystic citrine almost.
Yeah,
I mean, have we ever seen mystic citrine? Yeah, you've got pearls, you've got shells, you've got, clear lemon quartz in here. We're looking at tiger's eye there, clear quartz in lovely nuggets, hematite. You're guaranteed the white, gold and silver in terms of their colours, and I think that's perfect with this combination. You've got some, as you can see, a big connector there in the centre, some shells, stars. Look, I've got a star here. That's the beauty of a bead scoop, Debbie, is that you get so much for your money, don't you?
You do, and you might get something you've never ever had before and think, you know, I'd never in a million years buy that, but actually, and now I've seen it, I like it. So
yeah,
it's lovely.
Alison Tarry said yesterday, you know, it often introduces you to gemstones.
It does, yeah, you're right.
Because you, something that might not appeal to you on air or something like that, then when you actually get it home, you go, oh, hang on a second. Yeah, no, that is really beautiful. That's an amazing combination, isn't it? And that's just using 3 gemstones, Debbie.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I just used 3, but I just thought the 3 went together really, really well.
Really does. Don't forget, though, these fantastic layout bars and, of course, all of your amethyst. Gosh, I can't even hold everything here. I really can't. You should be paying £34.80 for everything. That's already an incredible deal for this beautiful gemstone. Gosh, I tell you what, it's just it just keeps on giving, this gorgeous kit. Instead of £34.80, we're talking about hundreds, thousands of carats worth of gemstones here. You've probably only got a few minutes to get hold of it at £24.95. This is a heavy gemstone kit. Still only pay the one postage and packaging. I'm loving the layout bars just because they are so incredibly unique, unlike anything that we've actually brought before, and great for, you know, the more established jewelers, jewellery makers, and the new beginners as well, like myself. You know, you could just very easily take one of maybe the smaller layout bars and wire wrap it, and there's a gorgeous ring. Now we've got lots of text messages coming through. Thank you for your messages. It's so nice to have your company. This is an awesome kit, Beverly. I agree. I love it. Absolutely love it. Linden Tynenware, great show, girls. Loving the designs, Debbie. I would make fairy crowns candle holders, and I've bought the green fluorite to make light pulls. Oh, that would be amazing as light pulls, especially if it's one of those light pulls underneath the light, so it is gonna glow. I'd actually have to buy a light, I think, to do that. Yeah. Definitely. Anne in Cakeness says, hi, lovely ladies. I would like to mix the 2 colours up and use a next collar. Can't wait for the demo. Yeah, that's a good idea, because they do work really nice.
Actually, yes.
The fuchsia and the purple works lovely together. Pauline in East Riding in Yorkshire, I would make gorgeous wind chimes to hang in my window so it catches the light and the breeze on a gorgeous summer's day. That was very poetic there. Very, very poetic, and I can imagine that. Deborah in Northamptonshire, hi team. I would glue some of these around votive candle holders so you can see the patterns both day and night. Good idea. That's a really good idea. So they're the ones which actually allow the light to go through, right? Yeah, I know what you mean. Absolutely amazing. Let's take a mosey over to gorgeous Debbie, because Debbie, you said you've got loads left.
Oh, I've got absolutely loads. If I put that over there, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but I have got so many. Look at those. All of these left here, all of those, and all these amethysts. So look at all that. Huge amount left over.
Isn't it just? And yet you've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of jewellery.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It is really. I mean,
they're not light pieces, are they? You know, they are big statement pieces. And the fact that you've got a bead scoop with these brand new bars, love them. Absolutely love them. It's flying, needless to say. Very, 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 very popular. The combination of the pinks and the purples with the golds, absolutely beautiful. Now, just before we get into the demo with the gorgeous Debbie, check this out. Hold that thought. Made by Sue. I've got a massive quantity. I mean, how amazing would this be at a barbecue or something like that?
I love that, and I love the bracelets as well. I think they were fabulous.
So wearable.
Yeah.
These are single individual stretchy bracelets.
Aren't they
so,
lovely?
you know, just shows how you can stack them up, how wearable they are. There we go.
That looks lovely, actually, with what you wear.
It does, actually. The green goes with my khaki dress.
It does.
I mean, who wouldn't enjoy wearing a piece like this? Layer it up as well. Fantastic. Thank you, Sue, for creating these wonderful pieces of jewellery. And this is the bundle that we're going to bring you. Now, again, I'm talking thousands of carats. Quartzite has got quite a rough crystal. And that rough crystal has an ability to really hold on to colour. So any dye that's influenced the gemstone, it will really grab hold of it. Love these. You know, you've got rose quartz pinks, you've got Amazonite blues, you had that lovely zesty lime that I just tried on, then you've got sort of lilac purples, all the same size, and they're 12 mil, am I right in saying? 12mm plain rounds, all 12 mil, so very versatile again, Debbie.
If you look in the shops, those colours are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely everywhere. And as you said, it's perfect for stretchy bracelets, perfect to take on holiday for kids to make things and what have you. But you look at some of these beautiful floral dresses that are in the shops at the moment. They would look fabulous, just stranded.
Yeah,
just
just re-stranded. Simple as.
Yeah,
I keep referring to, there is a, one of our competitors sells collections, shall we say. They invite designers and things like that into the studios or into their establishment. They sell collections, and one specific collection, who I'll keep nameless for the time being, it was just literally a 360 necklace like what you've just described. Yeah. Jewellery makers that have been making with us for even probably a matter of weeks would know how to do that, and you can certainly pick up those tuitions on our website. Just some beading thread and basically some crimps. I was seeing one strand, one of these strands, and it was quartzite as well, so exactly the same gemstone, different colours granted, £90. And it was just a finished piece of jewellery, but something that would take most of our jewellery maker customers probably a matter of 10 minutes. If you're thinking, I want to do this, Elle, just have a little look on jewellerymaker.com, and you've got loads of tutorials. Get this home and you'll see just how easy it is to create a really high-end piece of jewellery, which is so incredibly wearable. Absolutely, your pastel pretties are all over the fashion world at the moment, most definitely in all the jewellery houses. This should be coming your way. Our should be price, by the way, for those of you thinking, what do you mean should be, Elle? Our target price is already super competitive. £20.80, already super competitive for all 4 strands. You haven't got to choose between the colours. That's for every single one that you are looking at here. However, we put together bundles like this so we can really push those boundaries, really push the savings, but you do need to be on the phone lines as soon as you possibly can. That's for all 4. So yeah, £9.95, Debbie. So you know I was saying that one necklace was £90.
So £2.50.
£2.50 each.
For a necklace.
How much would I don't know, 18 inches of beading thread cost? Pennies?
Oh, less than pennies.
Pennies, and you'd need
goodness.
maybe your crimps, and you need your your shepherd hooks. That's it, to replicate that same design. And if you're thinking, I want to do that, Elle, get in touch with me. You can get in touch with me or Debbie or any of our guest designers on our social media pages. Again, have a look at jewellerymaker.com. Loving the colours that you've got here. Yeah, they are the perfect 2016.
They are, and if anyone going to a bridal fair, if anyone's got a bridal shop, these are perfect because they're mother of the bride colours.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. Almost 100 have gone, and we've got how many baskets? 50 in baskets, so very, very, very popular. We don't see quartzite every day, do we?
You can't get acrylic beads for that amount of money, can you really?
Especially not at £2.50 a strand. I mean, we had a massive quantity, but you can see they're flying. Check out those baskets as soon as you possibly can. Now, Debbie, what is it that you're going to be demonstrating? Because we've had some big, beautiful examples. Loving the bars. I know I keep repeating myself, but they are fantastic, aren't they?
The one at the end, the purple one with the drops.
Okay.
The big.
Now you've actually made the most of that expanse. Almost turned them into
like a collar almost.
Yeah, a collar or a bib.
From what that lady said, that I've forgotten your name, I'm sorry, who texted in a a few minutes ago, you could actually stick these to our metal collars, couldn't you?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely, because you can buy them, can't you?
Yeah.
On our website, again, we've actually got the solid torque necklaces.
And they would look stunning, actually, adhered to that. You're quite right, it's a good idea.
Yeah, really good idea. So you don't even have to do any beading necessarily, you just need to have some gluing.
Absolutely.
But if you do want to do the same design as Debbie,
here's how to do it.
This is how you do it.
So I've taken, I didn't have wire in this kit, I'm sorry, but I did use some wire at home, just thought it complemented it. So this is a 0.8 wire, and I've cut about, I would say 8 inches, 7 or 8 inches, about 20 centimetres-ish. And I'm going to take my round nose pliers, I'm just going to do a curl on one end, okay, and then I'm just going to kink it back so it's like an eye, and that goes through the hole that's on one side.
And actually stops the bar moving. Then all I did was I pushed with my fingers all the way around the shape of that bar, and then pushed through the hole. So it doesn't actually matter which bar you're using this technique. Oh, and the wire goes through twice.
Yes.
So they've got substantial drill holes then.
Absolutely. Before I started this, I tried 2 pieces of wire and I was amazed. I went up through 0.4, 0.6, and eventually got to 0.8 and it still went through. Whoops, pulled that too tight now.
Now we've still got a few of the kits remaining, and it is literally a few, so more than likely going to be a sellout. I'm not surprised by that at all. Lots still in baskets, so if it's allocated to you, you do need to make those confirmations. You still only pay the 1 postage and packaging throughout the entirety of the day, and even with it being quite literally thousands of carats of gemstones here, because these bars were 1,500, weren't they?
Just amazing, amazing. So now I'm going to cut about 1 centimetre away from that little hole where your wire has come through, and make another loop. Okay, like so. But I want these loops to go up.
Okay, why are you turning them around like that then?
You'll see in a moment. So I'm just going to put that down for 1 second, and I'll go to the next bit. I've got one of these lovely amethysts. The colour on these are just amazing. And I've got a featherweight head pin. I'm just going to do a wrapped loop. But before I do that, remember to put the chain on. How many people forget to do that? I do. All the time.
Are you having a little conversation with yourself there, Deb?
But how many times I've done that? How many times I've done it and thought, oh, I should have put that on the chain.
I do that, Debbie, as well. I'm guilty of having a conversation with myself from time to time.
Telling myself what to do and what not to do.
Usually when I go upstairs and I forget what I've gone upstairs for, and then you're like, oh God, huff, and then walk back down and you remember what it is.
I know.
Louise in Manchester, huge fluorite, huge quartzite, huge gems in the kit, brilliant, loving today's show, just adore large gems. Prices are amazing. Oh, you're very welcome, Louise. Me too. I like chunky jewellery. I like statement jewellery.
There are times, aren't there, where you want your delicate things, and times when you think, no, I want something a bit more statement.
Yeah, that's going to make it, you know, have that impact. Because you can even single them out, can't you? Yeah. You don't have to put hundreds of carats worth into any one piece. I mean, Debbie, what you're making right now, that could be a pendant.
Absolutely, yes, this could be. Absolutely, could be.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut off that excess wire. All right, so I've now got a little dropper. And I made one earlier, the same as I did before, just put the wire around these fabulous gemstones. And I've got a jump ring. So I'm putting the jump ring through one of the rings at the top, then I'm putting my dropper, and then I'm putting the second one
attached together.
So that's how, you can see how the necklace was built, and I just did that round and round and round and round, and then attached chain. So through the front of it I used 3 of these amethysts, and then just connected the rest of the...
And where you've actually attached the chain to the end, it naturally creates that fan effect.
It does, and it sits beautifully.
Yeah.
It really does. It's lovely. I'm really pleased with that.
Yeah.
And can I just say, the cords and that are here, because with my kit, I didn't have any findings or any cords or what have you. So if you see some unusual cords, you'll see some leather there, and one that's in my stash. That's at home, what I have left over from the kits from a few weeks.
Again, that's a positive to me, because the fact that this kit goes with so much.
Well, exactly.
You know,
yes,
you've used it with gold cord there. You've got some Zari thread as well. I can see shepherd chains. So it complements all of the above. So if you've got anything, you know, rustling around in your stash existing, then this is going to be fantastic to go along with that as well. Absolutely beautiful. Now, you've used a little bit of wire, and we were just saying that the dimensions, the drill holes, so what Debbie actually threaded that wire through, or the cords that we were just referring to, they are really substantial, and not many gemstones will actually warrant and take the bigger, thicker gauges of the wire. Well, we're going to bring you...
No, I asked for this because I said that I contacted Sam and said, who put some of the extras together, and said I need burgundy wire to go in here because I think that would look fabulous with some of these gemstones. I mean, that together...
This is... Do you know what?
Those go just match made in heaven, I think.
To me, this isn't maroon, this is pomegranate.
No. Well, no, it is, yes.
It's a lot more fruity than pomegranate. It's a beautiful combination of reds with your purples, I suppose, almost like grape juice. Absolutely, I guess. Yeah. Very limited, unfortunately. I wish I had a bigger quantity, but the reason for that it's one of our hottest sellers here at Jewellery Maker, because of the beauty of the colour. And like I said, it is a really wonderful colour. You've got the 0.8, which Debbie used in the demonstration you've just seen, and the 1 mil, which is great for your structures. Maybe you were watching yesterday with Alison Tarry. She did actually use 1 mil wire. It's a fantastic gauge for creating that strength, or a simple torque necklace if you wanted to. Now, our coloured wire is silver. It's coloured. It's got the silver plating, and then it's got the copper running through the centre. So it has got that precious metal as well. But I love that colour. Like I said, it's like a glass of grape juice.
It is, but it's a 2015 colour, wasn't it? This colour was too... So everyone in their wardrobe will have this... What did they call it? They called it... what did they call the colour last year?
Aubergine?
No, I forgot what it was now.
Masala?
Masala, that was it.
There we go.
Well done. Well remembered. But this colour, everybody will have in their wardrobe, because everyone had something of this colour. So I think it's nice to continue it over, because we can't just get rid of our wardrobe. We've got to sort of work with it, so I think this will complement it.
But at the same time, you know, if you look at 2016, if you are one that sticks to the Pantone sort of rulings, I guess, then this is going to look amazing with rose quartz, you know, so you can have that combination. Okay, how about this? I'll say this only once. 50% off. 50% off. Should be £32.90. This will sell out. It's a fair assumption, because we have so many wire workers. It's a fantastic medium to have within your stash, even if you're not necessarily a wire worker. 50% off for one of our most popular colours. £16, I beg your pardon, 45 pence only. I absolutely love it. I just think it's going to look beautifully with your pastel tones that you saw earlier on. Work amazing in complete contrast. Really complements the golds.
If you put gold wire with that, or gold beads, that looks stunning. Starts
going sort of Moroccan, doesn't it then?
Yes, it does actually, yeah.
Quite
Lovely.
Marrakesh. Absolutely flying. I can see probably, oh gosh, if I can gauge that, about 30, 40 of you with it still in your baskets, and that is ever climbing. Did I hear that I've got less than 50 of these available? Oh, 30 in baskets at the moment, so and less than 20 remaining, so we're already oversubscribed, over allocated. It's down to you now, folks. If you want to get hold of it, you need to just press that confirm. Well done. I love the colour. If you've never worked with it before, wait till you get it home, because it is really unique. It's not maroon, is it?
No,
it's more, like I said, pomegranate or grape colour. Right. Love it, and you're going to love it too. It'll look incredible in the summer sun. Fabulous. So back to our wonderful Debbie. What can you demonstrate for us now?
Right, the bracelet at the end.
Yes, now this is using the bead scoop, so there's various different shapes.
There is, yes.
Various different cuts, various different sizes.
Absolutely. So I know I've done this a few times before, but with the bead scoop, I thought, right, I'm just going to put these on my tile and just pick them up as and when, you know, and not actually look at what I'm doing. So I started off putting 2 pieces of beading thread onto a toggle clasp, and then through either a bead or a crimp. And I start off with pulling the 2 sets of 2 strands together. and then pulling them into the centre by putting one in the centre. Now it depends what shape of beads you've got and what design you've got to where you put the beads. That is completely up to you. And then I'll say right there, okay, perhaps I need something that's a little bit of a different shape. So I'm going to put something lovely and clear that's going to stand up when I wear it. And now look for something perhaps gold. So as I work along here, you'll see there's a big gap here, but there isn't here because that is taking up all the room. So I've got to then fill that area. And within the kits you'll find there's these lovely tubes. Whoops, I can get that in. You
get a real variation, don't you?
You do.
You know, you've got nuggets, you've got faceted, like I said, tubes, you've got stars, I think we found.
Oh, and these fabulous druzy, but I just think these are lovely. With a bit of druzy in them, I think they're fabulous. So then I've pulled those cords over to one side, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side.
Okay, so you're taking 4 lengths of your beading thread and you're actually sort of putting 2 into one bead.
Exactly, but then I'm looking at the shape of beads to see where I want to put them, and you can do this all the way along. Keep pulling the cords apart and then together and apart. You can do this with 8, 9, 10 strands and have a really huge cuff or a collar. And
I noticed that you're not just using, you know, the left hand 2 and the right hand 2. Sometimes you'll use the middle 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well?
Absolutely. It's a really random way of using gemstones, because we all have, when we make up jewellery, we always end up with 1 or 2 beads left over on a strand.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what do you do with them? I mean,
that's true.
I think, well, I've got a little pot on my coffee table and I put them on there, and that looks lovely. But then some of them you think, what can I do? Well, this sort of bracelet that's random. Could you pass me the bracelet over,
I can
Elle?
pass you.
Would you mind?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. This sort of bracelet that's completely random, if I undo this, as you can see, the design from there.
And I'm going to say it, Deb, it's my favourite.
Is it? I love that because it's all different.
I am quite a random person though, see, so it's my favourite because it's a little bit wacky and haphazard.
Oh really?
Yeah, I like it. Embrace the quirkiness.
There you go.
Fabulous.
It's all completely different, so all your gemstones are used up, even if you've just got one of something.
Going back to what you were saying, Debbie, you know, about how you always end up with just 1 or 2 of the gemstones left over from strands, then, you know, that's basically an explanation of our bead scoops. You know, how it takes us so long to be able to bring you bead scoops, because we have to wait sometimes years. Up until recently, when we did the relaunch of the bead scoop, I think it was about 2 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. I think going back to the NEC, perhaps even.
Yeah, just 2 years.
Yeah, yes. Which was about 2 years ago that you've actually been able to get hold of them. Sorry, my lovely. So fantastic. So you just keep threading?
Just keep threading and keep threading until you get the design. Now, the bracelet I've got here, I used a 0.4 wire, but I've used beading thread here. You can use either or, it depends, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Doesn't make any difference really.
Whilst Debbie is doing her threading, I've got some O-rings. And I love these, great for your chainmail, amazing to incorporate in this design as well. Go back, what was it, about a year ago, Debbie, when it was all about the rubber and the plastics and things like that, and for great fashionable, it was a trend that the kids were going wild for. I've actually seen something similar threaded onto shoelaces. Yes. They look a little bit of fun that way. These are your O-rings, but yeah, anybody that likes, loves chainmail, you can incorporate these into as a connector in chainmail. That's right to say, isn't it?
Yes, you can make elasticated bracelets just by putting a couple of these rings onto a jump ring, and then a couple of rings and a jump ring, and it's actually a stretchy bracelet.
That's fab. That's fab. Or use them as jump rings and recreate the sort of, you know, links design where it's on stretchy bracelet.
Yeah, I use them all the time, and most polymer clay artists use these all the time because we use Boona cord and we use leather. And when you've got your polymer clay pendant, you thread these on either side, and it's like a stopper. It holds the pendant really, really firm, so it's not going anywhere. It will just stay exactly in the middle of your pendant.
Perfect. I've just literally grabbed, Debbie, so I hope you don't mind, some of your... I mean, I'd personally use elastic, probably, personally, but I'm just going to thread some of these through. I mean, you can create a really lovely textured design. I've just gone for the brown because they remind me of chocolate donuts. Can you tell I've got food on the brain?
I can.
Food on the brain. But yeah, if you literally packed out a bracelet with all of these gorgeous, sorry looking underneath my fingernails, but if you literally packed out a bracelet with all of these lovely O-rings, you can recreate a very, very, very high-end designer.
You can, and I think those are quite good for boys.
Yeah.
To make, you know, like surf beads, that sort of look.
Yeah, absolutely. They look fantastic for that. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Really good point. Especially when all of these piercings and things are in fashion at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Quite similar to that. So you're getting, can I borrow that, your bead reamer?
Of course you can.
Thank you. Fantastic. Let me just pick a few of these up. So I'll pick up a couple of each colour. I've got the blue, the grey, the brown that I've just shown you. I'll pick up some more of those brown, and also the black. So, am I wedging these on now that you're not going to be able to get them off the bead reamer? There we go.
No. Fine.
There we go. So, in total, you have 400 of your O-rings, which are like little rubber donuts, basically. Should be £15.80 for 400. Individual connectors, spacers, whatever you want to use them, stretchy bracelets, they'd be absolutely perfect. In between your gemstones would be amazing because they'll also have that protective ability because they're rubber, obviously, so the gemstones aren't going to, hang on a second, $7.95. The gemstones with their differing hardnesses aren't going to sort of wear each other down. Stunning.
Ever so expensive, you know, ever so expensive on the website.
Are they?
Yeah, they're really expensive because you can't get them that size. Normally they're large or they're absolutely tiny. But they're really good, very, very good. You can set them into resin as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, in your polymer clay and like you said earlier on, in fact you can use them in pretty much any medium really of jewellery making.
If you put a nice piece of leather cord through that and put a nice bar of those at the front, they're really popular actually for
I bet.
For teenagers and what have you.
And boys too, like I said, for gents jewellery they'd be fantastic. They measure, the OD stands for outside diameter of 6 mil, and the internal diameter is, did I see 2? Yes, 2 millimetre. So we're not quoting One Direction or anything like that. Yeah, outside diameter is 6 millimetre, internal diameter is 2 millimetre. So that will be relevant for those of you that do your chain mail.
Yes, and also it means you can get a 2 mil cord through.
Yes, good point.
Yes.
Like your leather and your and things like that. Like also your aluminium.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wire too.
Yeah.
Linda in Gloucestershire, I've made necklaces like this from bead scoops and sold them for £25. I think that's what you were making, Debbie.
Yes, yeah, they're ever so popular, and I like the fact that you have got different beads. I think it makes it more interesting.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it was the one which I like the best.
Yeah.
I like them all, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's my favourite.
Yeah.
And the kit was £24.95, Lynn, so yeah, amazing. Patricia, I've used them to attach a chain to my specs, and I keep... Great idea.
Brilliant idea.
That's a fab tip.
Yeah, really
Do you do just as like a lark's head loop? Is it a lark's head?
So, yes.
Yeah, lark's head.
Yes, yeah.
It's the only one I know. Don't praise me too highly because I don't know many of my knots. I did brownies, but I didn't do Girl Guides. I think I'd established boys come that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, I slightly digress. Okay, moving on because we've got more amazing opportunities. 3 strands of beautiful carnelian coming your way. Very wearable size. Carnelian it's kind of your honeys, your honey oranges, your reds, your strawberry tones. Yeah, like marmalade, absolutely. Quite zesty. Will go beautifully with that quartzite bundle that you had earlier on. I love the fact that you can go from quite primary colours to quite pastel colours with carnelian.
See it very often, do
That's
we?
exactly what Kim has just said.
Hardly
Kim,
see
my
it
producer,
at all.
just said, when was the last time we had carnelian? The first piece of jewellery I bought as a customer, not an employee, from Jewellery Maker / the Genuine Gemstone Company, carnelian.
Was it really?
Yeah. And it was, they were in rough nuggets. I've still got it, still wear it, and it just goes across the décolletage, and very easy to create. you know, you could make it rather than actually. That was the first gemstone I ever bought from. Did you say?
It makes me smile. That does.
It does.
I can't tell you why, but just sunny, isn't it? It's just.
I'll tell you why. Because it's psychological.
Is it?
Orange and yellow are the most happy inducing colours.
There you go.
Particularly orange. Yes, it's a happiness inducing colour.
I like that. It'd be nice just twisted together. It'd be lovely, actually.
Shall I twist it for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's apparently.
Really?
Yeah, true. You know, Clinique.
Yeah.
They've got a perfume called Happy, haven't they?
Yeah.
What colour's the box?
I don't know.
Orange.
Is it orange?
Plain orange. Just plain. Just plain orange. Oh yeah, I like that idea. Maybe in a lovely bracelet, Debbie.
Yeah, I like that. I like all the colours just twisted together.
Mixed and matched in. Like it is beautiful and zesty and vibrant, but again, we'll go with so much that you've already got. Should be, for all 3 strands, £11.85. It's a durable gemstone, a member of the agate family. So very, very wearable. I'd personally be thinking about a nice bracelet with this.
Yeah, I would.
That would be fantastic with all of them. You know, really go to town. Not £11.85, £7.95. In fact, can I lay that over my wrist?
Well done.
Look.
But because of the colour tone, it doesn't shout, does it? Because it
No.
complements your skin. If you put it on black, it looks stunning, it looks brilliant. But you put it against your skin, it looks just delicate.
That little bit softer. Yeah, I totally agree. I love this bundle. I love that. I mean, it's one of those colours that's also really seasonal appropriate. You know, you've got the summer, you've got the spring with the yellows, you've got sort of the autumnal colours coming through. Oranges you start seeing in the festive period as well, especially with your Christingles. £7.95 only for all of these, and a very wearable size, 6mm rounds. I can't remember the last time I actually saw a carnelian, but beautiful, absolutely stunning. Maybe with the silver pearls that we had earlier on, they would be amazing. Okay, how about some ring mounts?
They're nice.
Have you ever heard me go on my soapbox about ring mounts?
No. Am I about to?
Yeah.
Oh right, go on then.
I know lots of you think, oh, she's off again.
Yeah.
I do get on my soapbox, yeah. Chloe Jones, have you heard me go on my soapbox?
I've heard you go off on one.
You've heard me go off on one. It does happen from time to time. See? Yeah, it takes a lot, but when I do go off on one, I go off on one. No, I'm not going to get cross, but what is it with adjustable rings with their stabbiness?
Sorry.
What is it with certain adjustable rings and those horrible teeth? The teeth that dig into your skin, scag your tights, rip off your hair out. You know, they're just dangerous in my eyes. Dangerous, you know.
Feeling all right? Do you want to sit down, do you?
You wouldn't want to be wearing them around small children.
No.
You know, you could cause them some injury with those adjustable rings. Do you know the ones I'm talking about?
I do.
And also they're really ugly. This is a non-stabby, non-dangerous, more practical, more beautiful adjustable ring.
Lovely.
So, do you see what I mean?
I do see what you mean. They've been finished nicely, yes, they have.
And simple.
And simple.
So basically, if you want to adjust these, you do it like so. And you only squeeze them together, like so. Now, I've literally done that live on air. Look how much prettier that is. And they're smooth, they're not going to pull my hair out, they're not going to rip my tights.
You're right, actually. That's a good point there.
Thanks.
You're absolutely right. It looks like a finished piece of jewellery rather than something...
Is my rant justified?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Good.
Well done.
Thanks. I love that Jewellery Maker don't do those dangerous, adjustable, scaggy... teeth-like adjustable rings. Anyway, plus you also get these gorgeous jump rings here, which you can attach to create sort of bobble-style rings, or even channel set in between, because a rondelle will nestle stunningly in there. I've actually seen a guest designer remove the one in the centre and create sort of a polymer clay. Was it polymer clay? No, that would have been you, Debbie. Actually sort of use it as a frame.
Yes, okay.
So maybe you could do polymer clay.
You could do it. Well, you remove the centre one and then put a larger gemstone in, couldn't you?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I was referring to. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. Now, only got limited stock. You're getting 10 in total, so all of these gorgeous adjustable rings. They're not just rings, they can also be earrings, they can also be pendants, they can be connectors. Should be £5.95. However, not today. How about less than 40 pence each? You know, with all the fashions that are going on right now with like sort of your multiple rings stacking up the hand, you know, the stacker rings basically, midi rings as well is another thing which is really on trend. These are going to be absolutely perfect because you haven't got to worry about the sizes.
No, they're good for scarf rings as well.
Oh, yes.
You know, because that's so popular still, having a ring on your scarf.
So you literally feed the scarf through the ring itself?
Yeah, and then put your gemstones on the...
That's a nice idea. That's a really lovely idea. And there's nothing stopping you, and these are studio samples, so don't worry, to stretching these out, and I'll try and do it on air without any tools.
Yeah, I've used these similar ones before on the top of a bracelet.
Yeah. So actually taking that into a sort of, well, if you actually emulated it on the other side, you've got a full bangle, really. Mm. You could turn it into a hinged bangle, couldn't you? So yeah, very, very, very versatile, or even use them as a feature pendant in a necklace. £3.95, and that is for all 10, but very limited in stock though. Haven't got a huge quantity of these available. Okay, earlier on this morning, we had the most amazing strand, controversial.
Yes, true. But lovely.
Controversial in the sense that our Kim really had to fight the good fight for it. We had 216. We don't have that now. We're in double figures, and it's the low double figures. I don't think you're ever going to see a strand quite like this again. I generally don't think that you're going to see fluorite of 1,000 carats in the green, the apple green being one of the most sought after colours. And you will not believe how low we took this to. You know when we came off air, Debbie, after the break, after this start by, can you remember the words we said to each other?
No, I remember having a conversation with it, saying how fabulous it was and
how it was too low.
Yeah. Oh yeah, price-wise, yes. Goodness me, very low, far too low, far too low. Silly price.
You know, if we were the type of business, the type of company that was all about making money, and you know, firstly, that's not at all what we're yes, we've got to survive as a business, obviously, but the most important thing is the people, really. And if we can pass on those savings, we absolutely will. But this is unfathomable.
I remember saying that to you when we came off air, that if you went to crystal shops, there's no way you'd get something for that price.
No way near.
Individually, just ridiculous.
I mean, here I've got, I'll count them for you, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. They're not nuggets, these are boulders, aren't they? I forget who it was who actually messaged in saying I want to use one on a light pull. That's an amazing idea, because if you have this gemstone underneath a light, or even in a window, it is going to, because of its natural ability, fluoresce. Now, it's working out at 43 pence per fluorite gemstone. Wow. I mean, how amazing are these on pendants? How amazing are these in interior design? It's that apple green colour, which I did mention, the fact that you might have heard of it, the Tucson Green Fluorite Collection, which was, I've certainly sold previously. It took Steve Bennett, one of the world's leading colour gemstone buyers, over 10 years to get hold of that parcel. And it's because it had that really apple green. The more apple green, the more sought after, basically, because it absolutely glows. £6.95 only. You've got some which have got the lovely striping here. You've got the purple formations running through. We're less than a penny a carat.
That's ridiculous, isn't it?
0.6 pence per carat there or thereabouts. I don't think you could buy that in the trade wholesale.
No, I don't think you probably could. I mean, I would probably take one of them and do a cage of wire, you know, we do the coils, and just have that on a really long chain.
Amazing.
With lots of tassels and really stunning.
Yeah, really, really would be absolutely beautiful.
Very
How
nice.
about teaming this with something a little bit more delicate? Because look at this for a combination. Wow, brand new in. I have to lay it this way, there we go. These Keshi pearls have got some of the most obscure angles I've seen, you know, they really have got
the roughness, doesn't it? It does,
the indentations that you actually get. And I was saying almost like coffee bean-like.
Yes, definitely.
Where you've actually got the curves that go in all the way around. Love it, I absolutely love it. Brand new in today. And look how it takes what could be a strand like this fluorite, which could be interpreted as quite hard, I suppose, quite... hard, I guess that's the best way to describe.
Like an industrial looking.
Yeah,
you know,
takes it and actually softens it by the introduction of pearls.
It does actually. You're quite right. Yeah, quite right. Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do.
Taking something which is you know, is big, is quite cumbersome, I suppose, and then adding just these beautiful, delicate Keshi pearls softens it somewhat, adds that sense of elegance if you wanted to. I like big statement jewellery, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying the fluorite need it, but if you wanted to, they absolutely
completely
could.
Change the look. If you put one of those in between some of the beads, it completely change the look of it. You're quite right.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, this is a recap on your Keshi pearls. They were launched. They were launched today. They are beautiful. The pearlescence that you're getting is astounding. Don't often see silver pearls either. $4.95. Yeah. Claire, my director, is saying I forgot it was that low. And we were talking about go back 4 years when Debbie and I were sort of probably having conversations upstairs in the office. I know that we'd have been bringing strands like this in double figures and then some.
Oh gosh, yes, absolutely. And it's a shame on the screen you're not seeing what we're seeing. From here you can see all the different colours, can't you? But on the screen it just looks silver. But here, from here, there's pinks, there's greens, there's blues. Oh, beautiful. Wow.
Claire is saying, unfortunately, we have got a little bit of a technical hitch at the moment, which means you can't see them on the recording that she took. But the recording really shows that gorgeous pearlescence. We'll try our very best to get that on your screen. But yeah, you're seeing the pinks, the purples, you're seeing the greens, the golds coming through. This is going to be a sellout guaranteed. And the fact that you can, like I said, this is your bridal jewellery, your tiaras, your hair combs, your general beading. This is pretty much anything. It covers all bases, doesn't it?
It does indeed. A really, I hate to say the word useful, but it is a useful strand.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I know, whenever we say useful, we think practical.
I know.
And in my brain, I go, oh no, don't be practical.
But I don't mean that. I mean, it's just one of those that you'll keep going to time and time
I
again.
do know what you mean. Very versatile, and absolutely stunning. Now, just a recap on our lovely Debbie's kit. Oh, it's limited now. It is so limited. Debbie, I tell you what, now I'm stood by you.
Yeah.
You can help me hold it all.
Go on then. I'll do the purpley bit. Do you want it on the white?
Shall we lay it all out on your beautiful mat?
Go on then. Probably see the colour better actually, won't you?
Look.
You've seen that.
This is 1,500 carats of beautiful agate. Then you've got amethyst of 120 carats, natural.
We'll shoot the other way around.
Should you turn that round?
Yes, that's better.
Look at that. Yeah, there we go. Debbie.
And all the bead scoop.
Shall I?
Let's tip those into there.
No, I'm going to be messy.
Oh! Want to put them into there?
Shall I put them in there?
Put them into there. Go on, go on.
All of your beautiful yellows, golds and silvers in a bead scoop. Sorry, Emma. Sorry, my darling. Sorry, Amelia. Lovely colours that you're getting here. Loads of different gemstones, loads of different facets, loads of different shapes, loads of the brand new bars, which we've never even seen before, which I absolutely love. You've got the fuchsia and the purple colour. I mean, just take one of those and create a pendant from like so. Very limited in stock though, £24.95 only for thousands of carats worth of gemstones here in the two brand new strands in this kit as well. I mean, Debbie, you have gone to town, haven't you? But yet you could have carried on.
Oh gosh, yes, I've got so much left. I must have had half a strand of each left over, at least.
At least.
At least. So, yes.
Love it. We were talking about the fact that those new bars are quite, they remind me of kind of like galvanised steel.
Yes, they do actually, you're quite right.
There's a place near me in Tardybig, which is an old vintage kind of shop, and she buys from basically sort of your house clearances and things like that. And she has big galvanized steel and tea and coffee signs and things like that, which has obviously been weathered, and they look fantastic. They're hundreds of pounds, absolute fortunes. So I love that. Now I'm running out of time. We have got a double opportunity of Tanzanite, a duo of Tanzanite coming your way in the next hour. More from the gorgeous Debbie, more from me after this.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Did you know that if you go to jewellerymaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. We are live every day from 8 AM to 9 PM. So come and join in and get creating with Jewellery Maker.
Here's a question for you. How much longer do you think we're going to be able to offer you Tanzanite? I know there's a lot of speculation which goes around, but the reality is it is probably only a limited period of time. Now, who knows how Tanzanite actually forms underneath the Earth's crust? because it forms in various different, it's one locational, yes, granted, but there's different mines at the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro. And if you can imagine like a xylophone, where you have got that zigzag effect. If you imagine those are the tectonic plates, now they would have moved and they would have come together and gathered, almost quartzentina, and is that how you say it, quartzentina themselves up against one another and forming kind of underneath the Earth's crust a zigzag effect. Now along those zigzag effects you have got A block, B block, C block and D block. Now as we know, many of the main mines are actually unearthing very little, if any at all. D block, which we used to predominantly source from, was not commercially owned. It was mined by artisanal miners, is actually no longer producing currently. So we are having to negotiate Tanzanite through the big, commercial traders of this wonderful gemstone. Now, but unfortunately, A block, B block, C block even, so few carat weights is coming out of the ground that they are actually having to reevaluate this gemstone. One, the questions that they're asking themselves: is it financially viable to continue investing in the depths that they are digging to right now? Because the deeper you go, the more expensive the mining costs will actually be. Is it financially viable to do that? If it's simply not, then it means that Tanzanite will no longer be mined, and of course what is actually out there existing, the prices will dramatically increase. If they do decide to continue investing in the mining of this gemstone, then again it's going to increase that price tag. So basically, folks, those of us that love Tanzanite, we are on an uphill battle. The price is increasing by the day, and news will break in the foreseeable future of one or the t'other. I'm not saying that it's one or t'other. Yeah, great word. I'm not saying that it's going to run out anytime soon. It will. We know it's one locational, but currently there is more Tanzanite underneath the ground. It's just exceedingly expensive to get to. So I'll ask that question again. How long do you think we are going to be able to offer you Tanzanite? Or maybe a more accurate question, how often do you think we're going to be able to offer you Tanzanite at a price tag that the majority of us can actually get involved with? Because I actually doubt it's going to be for very long. We are not exempt here at Jewellery Maker. Whilst we do have amazing buying power, we are not exempt from those price increases. Now, we should be. Our target price, bear in mind we are probably honouring prices of yesteryear, is £99.90 for over 100 carats, 110 carats of beautiful, rich, vanadium intense Tanzanite quality here. Not £99.90, big saving, huge saving, £69.95. Can I ask that question again? How long do you think we're going to be able to offer Tanzanite at a price tag that most of us can stretch to, can afford, without it being something that we have maybe had to dip into the life savings for? This is something which most of us can manage on maybe a weekly or a monthly basis. But I certainly imagine that maybe in, I don't know, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years even, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. This is a gemstone which will be way beyond my stretch and way beyond my reach. Beautiful depth of colour. Saturation is what drives the value, the actual grading. We don't grade our Tanzanite here, however, we are all too well informed and we know just how knowledgeable you are about the quality and what you look for. So we're leaving that grading to you, hence obviously being able to keep down those costs. Now, from Tanzanite, we're moving on to one of the world's most exciting gemstones. Kim knows, my producer, how much I love to speak about this gem. I truly believe that we, a film should be written about the mining and the actual source of this gemstone. I've only got 66 in stock. If I had any of my gemologist friends next to me, if I had any connoisseurs or collectors here in the studio, I know I've got lots watching right now, you'll be getting as excited as I am. Now, this was discovered by a gentleman called Campbell. He's a Scottish gemologist who was absolutely committed to the actual deliverance of this gemstone. Now, he discovered it initially in Tanzania. Now, government intervened, etc., and he wasn't able to bring it to market, but persevering, Campbell actually then moved to a different location over in Kenya. More specifically, it was the Tsavo National Park. Now, residing in treetops, because obviously there's local tribes and everything, there was a lot of conflict in that area at the time. Residing in treetops, Campbell sourced Tsavorite as a gemstone. Tsavorite is a member of the garnet family, beautiful natural colour, amazing refraction. He actually had a pet python as a pet, not only to protect the gemstones, but obviously to protect himself. Now, the day came when Campbell was able to walk this gemstone into Tiffany's & Co. for the initial launch. They absolutely wholeheartedly embraced it, and this gemstone became one of the most widely embraced, very, very expensive gemstones on this entire planet. However, like I said, I've said previously, it did end in tragedy. Campbell sadly lost his life in a tragic murder through debates of mining, basically, of this gemstone. But you know, if there was ever a gemstone to hold a testament, then Tsavorite garnet would most definitely be an appropriate one. It's breathtakingly beautiful. It has energy and tenacity like Campbell most definitely had, and it has got huge intrinsic value. It's one of the most expensive gemstones to source. In actual fact, you're probably more likely to see a Peridot tourmaline than you are a Tsavorite garnet. I was watching a documentary, and I always tell this story when about this because it speaks volumes to me. There's a very well-known British coveted jeweller who was making a piece of jewellery for Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie wanted it to be in Tsavorite garnet, and the actual jeweller, who believe me is worth a few bob, actually had to pawn pieces of her collection to buy the Tsavorite to make this piece for Angelina Jolie. So that tells you the rarity, that tells you the exclusivity and the prestige. Now, 66 of these are available. The only reason I own Tsavorite garnet is purely down to Jewellery Maker. And believe me, when I've spoken to my gemologist friends, they are absolutely astounded that we can bring you such opportunities. Totally natural, amazing refraction, some of the most gorgeous greens that you could wish for, and 65 carats. Incredibly, our should-be price it's way too low, £12.95. That's for one of the most expensive gemstones on this entire planet. If you do your research, you'll see it. Look on the GIA website, Gemological Institute of America. Have a little look in the big high-end, you know, your Van Cleef & Arpels, your Bulgari. Look at those big designers and see what they actually sell Tsavorite garnet for. Straight away, we have got connoisseurs, regular connoisseurs on the phone lines, and I'm not surprised Charlene and Ted and Anna and Tatiana have made those confirmations straight away. £8.95. If I was sat in your position right now, given the fact I've already bought Tsavorite garnet through Jewellery Maker before, I would be getting involved. I'm not allowed to say that any gemstone is an investment because I don't know. I can't read into the future, but when do you see Tsavorite garnet? When do you see this gemstone you know, along your local high street? It just simply doesn't happen unless you're in really prestigious places. Wendy, hello to you. Cheshire, Aid, North Yorkshire, Janet, well done. I've got Maria, Elaine, anonymous collectors there, Jeanette, hello, Hilda, Jeanette, Helen, Sally, looking like it is going to be an on-screen sellout. Tatiana, look, you were straight in there, my lovely, but you have got loads of people following. Anonymous bidders, many choosing to multi-buy as well, like Maria and Yvette. Hello to you, Jolanta. Hello to you, Teresa, Adelaide. Hello to you, Jeanette. Another Jeanette. I'm not just saying Jeanettes, there's lots and lots and lots of Jeanettes on the phones right now. Somerset, Christine, Pauline, Staffordshire, hello to you. I'm actually envious right now, just because this is a gemstone that, you know, we're talking about big Hollywood A-listers would be the types that would own this. You know, your multi-millionaires would own Tsavorite garnet. Very few individuals on this planet will actually be able to say that they own it. It is a huge, huge, hugely valued gemstone. 66 straight down, the quantity is not hanging around. West Yorkshire, Virginia, Maria, Sheila, Susanna, France, hello to you. Bernadette, hello to you. Gloucestershire, Patricia in Hampshire, Anna in Perth and Kinross. I've got Vivian and Hilda in West Yorkshire. Still got web bidders with it sat in the basket. Given the fact many are choosing to multi-buy, you know what? When you've guaranteed your success, if you've not heard a huge amount about Tsavorite garnet, have a look in the Lure of Gems book as well, because Steve writes about it within there, Steve Bennett. That's available through our contact centre. It's like our gemstone Bible, basically. And do your research about George Campbell. He's one of a British gemologist. It's one of the most tragic, but tragic stories. However, this is his testament. So I'm always immensely privileged to bring it to you. I feel quite proud and humbled that I'm able to bring it to you. And I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I have ever been able to talk about Tsavorite garnet here at Jewellery Maker. Absolutely amazing. Well done to each and every single one of you. It's going to sell out. It's just a case of who. How about straight from what is an amazing star buy to another incredible opportunity. Now, beautiful. Big is beautiful. We've had amazing carat weights, haven't we? Amazing carat weights throughout the course of the morning. Lots of you are loving your gemstone deals. You're going to love this. Talk about classic beauty. If I were to say to you, think about who's the most classically beautiful person that you can think of. Who said me in there? Amelia and Claire and Kim's both saying themselves. Wonderful. I love how modest you both are. So modest. They both went, oh yes, us. Who do you think of with classic beauty?
Probably Kate Middleton, probably.
Oh,
yes.
Current.
Yes, Current.
She is very
she
classically
is
beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't she? Naturally beautiful.
Naturally stunning. And she's a definite lady, isn't she?
Yes.
Yes. Now, see, I go back somewhat.
Yeah.
I go back to your Grace Kellys.
Oh yeah. Yes. Oh yes.
I think Grace Kelly is one of the most iconic and effortlessly beautiful. Claire has just said Audrey Hepburn. Who do you think of? Marilyn Monroe, yeah, absolutely.
Sophia Loren was always...
Sophia Loren,
yeah.
That's a good one. That is a really good one. You know, these are Elizabeth Taylor, classically beautiful women. I mean, yes, granted, they had the budget. They had the budget to adorn themselves, to have the amazing clothes and incredible hairstyles and obviously the wonderful gemstones and jewellery. Not every single one of us has. Myself absolutely included. But I still want to wear amazing pearls. But maybe not have the 4-figured, 5-figured price tag that would be associated to a perfectly round, cultured pearl of 12 mil size. It would be. I know, personal experience. I could walk you into the jewellers that I used to work at where they have a display cabinet, which is probably about this size, full of pearls, and some were 50, 60, 70,000 pounds. They were cultured pearls. Cultured pearls, yes, some might even have diamonds, but they were that price. Now, I haven't got 50,000 pounds, have you? No, I haven't. Not that I can, throw away on beautiful pieces of jewellery, unfortunately. Life has its challenges and other things that we need to invest in. But I still want to own something which is, without shadow of a doubt, rare, beautiful, desirable, precious, and high-end looking. That gives me that classic beauty design. These are 12mm rounds. Could you imagine this on Sophia Loren? Could you imagine this on Grace Kelly? Or your Audrey Hepburns or your Kate Middleton? Yes, you could, couldn't you? Because this is the size, the quality that you would expect all those beautiful ladies to be wearing. And that's the benefits of a shell pearl. A shell pearl is a genuine gemstone. They're reconstituted to form that perfectly spherical shape, everything that a culture pearl aspires to be. Now, I have got a huge 300 star buy, the quantity star buy. The bigger the quantity generally means the further we can push those boundaries, the lower we can take the price. I love the fact that they are the 12mm size, just restranded like so. Chloe Jones, earlier on this morning, I know she's just sat outside the studios currently. I know that this is what she picked up and she was like, oh, I like these. Chloe, very classically beautiful, very classically stylish in what she wears. Something which is timeless and effortless. I can imagine on Chloe, as I was talking about earlier on. I can picture these on, you know, your grandmothers, your great-grandmothers, your aunts, your mums, your sisters, your cousins, etc. All generations, because we have spoken about different ages, Debbie, haven't we?
I mean, I can imagine that. Just a stretchy bracelet with your summer flowery dresses, you know, and the teenager wearing it, and then the mum wearing it, the grandmother wearing it. It's one of those things that goes, as you said, completely through the ages.
Throughout all the ages.
And if you have that stretchy bracelet with a simple charm on the front, perfect.
Perfect. Exactly. Do you know what? I think that's a really nice idea as well. Have you got 3 generations in the family and an occasion where you're going to, I don't know, a wedding or something like that, where you can have maybe a youngster and the mum and the grandmother wearing that? That's a really lovely idea, isn't it?
Actually, yes.
Really lovely idea. We've got a text message coming through. Donna in Bristol. I'm doing a wedding fair on Sunday and these would make fab stretchy bracelets. Exactly what Debbie just said. Yep. With one charm for a bridesmaid gift. Perfect. We've got charms coming up as well. Yeah, perfect. When was that? When's Dawn doing it? This weekend? No. When's Donna doing her bridal fair? Weekend. So you should get these in time. Fingers crossed. You should get these in time. And how long does it take for you to turn around a stretchy bracelet with a charm bracelet? I bet they'd fly. Absolutely fly. I'm just picturing a little flower girl and the mum, and then the mother of the bride, maybe. You know, little flower girl, bride, mother of the bride. Oh, that's adorable. 300 quantity, huge quantity opportunity, beautiful sizables. Shell pearls at $5.95 only. Drilled through the centre. Ivory colour, not that stark white.
It is a beautiful colour, actually, isn't it? It's a stunning, very,
it's a little bit more
complimentary.
champagne.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Softer,
really nice,
isn't it?
Very much so.
Some people can wear crisp white. Some people need it to be a little bit more creamy. Do you agree with that?
I do, actually, because I'm quite pale skinned and those would suit me better than a stark white pearl. They're gorgeous. Yeah. Really
well, Claire,
nice.
my director, has just said, you know what, I actually think the ivory looks a lot more expensive.
Do you know, I think you're right, Claire, actually. Yes, I think you're right.
We just went to $3.95.
Oh, if I was at home, I'd be buying a few of those.
I would be buying a few of these as well. I'm going to hold it up to the neckline because I don't think you need to do a huge amount with it, do you? I'll try not to bang my mic, but look how it takes what is a very boring classic straight shift dress that I'm wearing and takes it to a different level. If you've got a special occasion, you know, a wedding, an event, or I don't know, whatever you want to wear into the office with shell pearls, you can do, because you haven't got to be quite so precious with them as your cultured pearls. This is at $3.95. Why on earth wouldn't you create big stacker bracelets?
Oh, fab, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I hope Donna's dialing through right now, because Donna, these are going to fly off your wedding fair event. Over 100 of these have gone already. Lots of you choosing to multi-buy. Elizabeth, Pauline, Helen, Maureen, Somerset, congratulations to you. West Midlands, congratulations. Oh, there we go, I can see them all. My goodness, sorry. Emma, just as you stepped in. I was like, I can't see anyone's names. Kathleen bought 4. P bought 2, London bought 3, Jeanette bought 3, Anne bought 3, Heather bought 2, Diane bought 2, Ron and Sue bought 2, Elizabeth bought 5, Manuela bought 3, Jennifer bought 3, Diane bought 3. I can't keep up. I literally can't keep up. There are tons of you with it in your basket. Yeah, stretchy bracelets, they'd be incredible. I've got less than 100 remaining from 300 quantity, so they were always going to fly out, weren't they? If this is your first purchase with us here at Jewellery Maker, what a great first purchase.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Genuine gemstones. These aren't plastic or glass or synthetic. This is reconstituted shell. So it's ground down into a fine powder and then formed that perfect spherical shape. So it's everything that a cultured pearl aspires to be. And it means that we can get it at a more affordable price tag, you know, because I haven't got Sophia Loren or Elizabeth Taylor's bank balance, unfortunately. Okay. Shall I bring you... I can't see those. Leaf charms? Oh! How did I miss this? I do wonder sometimes. I worry about myself sometimes. Because I am... This is amazing, Debbie. I want it. Clear quartz. In fact, I'm going to show you the charm second. These are like little individual colourless diamonds. Of course, without the price tag. Microfaceted clear quartz. Look how sparkly these are. Absolutely incredible brilliance. Oh! If you want to emulate that diamond-like look, then get hold of these. Because they'll do that. Beautiful clarity, performance level diamond. You'll get fire, scintillation, brilliance, the same that diamonds do, at a fraction of the cost. But wait till you see the charm. It's amazing. Solid 925 sterling silver, pave set across the surface. You can tell I love it, can't you?
Oh, that's lovely.
Isn't it?
I think that's gorgeous, yes.
Look at that liquid luster running through the centre of that leaf. You can actually see the curves. You can see the white, beautiful faceting that you're getting with the topaz, which are pave set. You have got round, brilliant cut topaz, over 2 grams of sterling silver, sparkle, all set within a lobster claw, so you can see very easily attachable. I'll even turn this round so you can see the quality and the consistency of the finish. Again, the fact that you have got those little individual holes which allow the light to get through and bring you that amazing brilliance. I love this, absolutely love it. 8 carats of your white quartz, and then you've got 60 points of white topaz in your leaf charm. Stunning, absolutely beautiful. It's like a feather.
It is, it's absolutely gorgeous. As you said, it's beautiful. There's a magazine last Sunday, came with on the papers, and just inside the page, the girl had her hair up. It was for a shampoo or something. Had her hair up on one side and just had one earring. I mean, that would look fabulous for an evening, really wouldn't it? To have quite a flamboyant hairstyle and just have one earring.
And just one earring. Yeah, absolutely. Because if you multi-buy right now, they could be, well, like I said, pair of earrings, pendant.
Oh, it's beautiful. I don't think I've seen anything like that, actually.
No, I mean, this has got to be one of our most decadent pieces that we've actually offered. I love it. Stock permitting, I'm getting involved. Measures a staggering 34 by 8 millimeters, so this is not small at all. You know, it's got a real beauty of size. You know, the fact that if I turn my hand flat, you can actually see the tapering edges, how it actually curves, which is going to maximise on that brilliance. Love it. We're under magnification here, and you can see the quality of each of those gemstones. Now the charm on its own should be $17.95. You're going to get the entire bundle with 8 carats of your beautiful faceted white quartz. They're 2 millimeter plain rounds, so you can get that diamond-like beauty. And the charm today for that full price, $17.95. So you're getting that 8 carats of gemstones absolutely, absolutely free. I mean, if we can talk about all the other charm shops out there, you know, the ones, the big ones, which often don't even bring you genuine gemstones. I mean, we're talking sort of 50, 60, hundreds of pounds in many cases. Here at Jewellery Maker, we're talking about a £17.95 piece of stunning jewellery. Again, feather. There's a lot of connections with sort of, I know it says leaf on our graphics, but that is quite feather-like.
It is.
And if you think about the feather itself, that can be quite symbolic.
Yes, it can actually. Yes.
Quite like sort of your guardian angels and things like that.
Yeah, that's right.
So maybe you know someone who needs a guardian angel right now, or needs a little bit of luck, as again, feathers often have got that connection. I think that's a great idea, and you'd certainly invest more than $17.95 in most retailers, particularly for genuine gemstones. Love it. I'm buying that. End of story. Stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this one. Oh, we've got more charms. I'm buying both of these. Did you love that last bundle? How many have we got left of that last bundle, Kim? If you did, like myself, you're going to want to get these as well. Again, very symbolic. This is perfect for maybe a little girl.
Oh, it's pretty.
Isn't that cute? Again, you have got your white topaz, round brilliant cut, set within this stunning sterling silver charm. Over 2 grams of sterling silver in your charm, and it obviously has got the 925 stamp within, in a lobster claw, so very, very easy to attach to your charm bracelet. Or maybe you haven't got a charm bracelet as of yet, and you think, you know what, I'm going to make one. I'm going to make them. Do it, because it's a very beautiful piece of jewellery, and one that always brings on sentiment. Micro faceted rose quartz in your 2mm round, small but mighty. You hear me say it all the time, because whilst they might be tiny gemstones, they really, really can carry their colour when you've got the quality like what you're seeing right now. You're looking for the perfect baby pink or powder pink. Hearts and roses, I love this. Absolutely adore this combination. Don't have to be used together. Again, I personally would be separating these. I personally would use the charm on my charm bracelet, and I'd be using the rose quartz maybe in something very simple, like a simple bracelet like that. I absolutely adore microfaceted gemstones.
I do. I love doing tiny, tiny beady beads. That look
tiny
fabulous.
beady beads.
Oh yeah. Or use them to go around other beads. You know, to go round and round and round to sort of cover half a bead.
That's a really nice idea. Or even in the centre of this charm. Could you maybe take these in the centre?
Yeah, you could do.
Because they are small enough, aren't they, that you could create a design. Let's bring that price tag in for you. Okay, how much would you expect to pay for a genuine 925 sterling silver charm with genuine gemstones of wonderful white topaz? Well, it would be in excess of £16.95 from most retailers, not with us. Over 2 grams of your sterling silver, plus your micro-faceted rose quartz here as well. If you got the last bundle, I mean, how amazing would this be? Just over £30 for the 2 bundles.
So I think you could put your birth gemstone in the middle with resin.
That's a nice idea.
Couldn't you?
Yeah, use it as like as a bezel.
Yeah.
That's a really lovely idea, especially as you're going to see the light go right the way through, like a window.
That'd be lovely.
So you'd actually see that light going through the gemstone itself. Love it. Well done. Check out those baskets as soon as you possibly can. Should we bring you more beautiful gemstones in? I'm keeping those very close to me. In a tube. Now, on and gone. If you've been longing to replenish your stash and you want to tick lots of boxes, you want to tick lots of colours, then no better opportunity than these tubes. You've got 200 carats, deceptive, I know. There is 200 carats within these tubes, and they have got all the, such a variation of colours, from white to silver to blue to yellow to purple to red to green to pink to orange even. Some are quite neon, as you can see on your screens right now. Some are more primary, 8mm plain rounds, and they're absolutely jam-packed into these tubes. They're exceedingly deceptive, the tubes are, aren't they, Debbie?
They are.
You look at it and think there's not 200 carats in there.
Oh, you'd be amazed how many are in there, actually. You really would. And those are ideal for stretchy bracelets, aren't they? Just to pick out the colours and do random ones.
Absolutely. And great for, you know, maybe starting off a stash.
Yeah, absolutely. But they're nice actually to have in your stash, because quite often you'll finish something and think, oh, I just wish I had one more bead that was red or one more bead that was purple.
Yeah.
And they're nice to keep because you'll keep going to them time and time again.
That's a really good point, actually. Yeah, sometimes you're just looking for that specific colour. Yeah. And this is covering so many. I mean, you've got like sort of aquamarine blues and rose quartz there, sort of pinks, white quartz. You've got almost citrine yellows. It does tick a lot of boxes. Limited though, so on and gone opportunity. Get it whilst you can. Check out as soon as you possibly can, because Kim was saying, you were saying there's not many of these available. Should be $6.95. Oh, a manager special price. Is that clearance?
Goodness me. Now I can see those being used in in chainmail where you enclose the beads. Yeah. So you could do a bracelet with all the different colours coming through on a silver chainmail bracelet. Look really pretty with all the colours. Ideal for things like chainmail actually, because sometimes you just put one bead in the middle. Yeah, absolutely, and especially in an 8mm size, because they are very, very wearable. Yeah, now, this is Scott Stone, our sales manager, actually crashed this price, so we're honouring it. But last in stock, so do grab it whilst you can. And every person that's made confirmations has checked out. Sorry, every person that's made confirmations has checked out. I'll rephrase that. Every person that has made confirmations has multi-bought, pretty much. Alex, hello to you. Suzanne, Donna, Linda, Patricia, Vilma, Catherine, Hampshire, Stuart, Gillian, Maureen. Have we got quantity of these, Kimbo? 75. That might sound like we've got loads. It's really, really, really not. Really not. Especially with something which is so versatile. And again, we go back to, you know, you can imagine your youngsters making jewellery with these. And again, you can imagine making your high-end pieces like your chainmail. Yeah. It can go either way, really.
Absolutely. And either way, 100%. Okay, stay on those phone lines. Good luck to our web bidders. Do check out those baskets, because it's not going to be around for very, very long. Now, I genuinely did not think I would see this ever again. Genuinely. And the reason for that, I launched it with lovely Linda a few weeks ago. And both Linda and I actually said, oh my goodness, have you seen the size of that Tanzanite? 1.95 carats. I've got 17 remaining. A single solitaire in one of the rarest cuts of Tanzanite. This is I won't get too technical, but Tanzanite is an orthorhombic gemstone. Its crystal structures are quite elongated. It favours, because it's triachroic, to have a longer C-axis. So you don't often see it in round brilliant cut. Have you ever noticed that? 17 successful collectors are about to get this. I don't think you'll see it again. I genuinely don't. I'm surprised I'm seeing it now, to be honest. It has to be the biggest faceted Tanzanite that we've had. Can I just position it over the shank of my ring? See what I mean? See what I mean? It's almost a 2-carat round brilliant cut solitaire. It's, well, December babies, this is your birthstone. But for any Tanzanite collector, then get involved as soon as you possibly can. You want that richness of colour. To have the rarity of the round brilliant cut is exceedingly exciting. Sterling silver channel setting, as you can see, there's jump rings on either side, and the reason why there's jump rings is that you can attach it to, should you want to, a stunning sterling silver bracelet with a sterling silver charm with a lobster claw, which I'll just show you. So here they are. There's 2 different lengths of sterling silver, and they both, as you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory, attached to the actual charm or the connector. You've actually got a lovely sizable heart charm as well, which again is textured on both sides. You have got for 5 individual jump rings and also your lobster claw. So a beautifully, I'm going to pick that Tanzanite up because I can't bear him not to be seen, so let's put this down at the front. There we go. a beautifully high-end piece of jewellery, or as good as finished piece of jewellery. You just need to put that little bit of time in actually putting everything together. Diana's bought 2, well done. Catherine, well done. I've also got Jennifer, Terry Ray, Alison there. People on the phone lines too. We have a limited quantity. I don't think we're going to be able to bring this to you again. 17 only. And as I said, Webbers with it still in their baskets. It's an 8mm round brilliant cut, and the fact that we are taking it under £30 is just astounding. I'll go back to that question I was asking previously. How long do you think we're going to be able to even offer Tanzanite here at Jewellery Maker? Because I do think its days are numbered. 10 pieces, a lot of sterling silver, the actual average gram weight that you're seeing here, without the gemstone obviously, the gram weight, we're talking about the precious metal itself, is just over 4.5 grams, as you can see, 4.72, and you have a 1.95 carat gemstone in Tanzanite, no less, and it has that depth of colour. It has got that quantity of vanadium, which determines those beautiful. We often refer to it as a sort of Elizabeth Taylor's eyes. You know, that lovely steely violet blue. That's what Tanzanite is, why Tanzanite is so appealing. Absolutely incredible. Well done to every single one of you. More amazing deals, including this next star buy. Is this new? Wow. I've actually got the Tanzanite one that you've just seen. I bought it the first time it was launched. I'm going to go as far as saying I think the peach is equally, if not maybe even surpassing in terms of my personal favourite. As you know, I love pastel tones. A moonstone can be many different colours. It can be white, it can be grey, it can be black, it can be all different body colours. But this is such a perfect tone of peach, and you'll have that adolescence running through. Okay. Wow, this is the first time I've seen it. It's absolutely incredible. I'm going to show you the gemstone first. Exactly the same design as what you've just seen, but brand new in. And I think we've actually saved the best till last. Look at the colour of this moonstone. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And how perfectly faceted it is. Look at that very soft schiller running across the surface of every single one of those facets. Look how perfectly mathematically precise those crown facets are. That's the reason why I'm just tilting it ever so slightly back and forth. Here we go, just leave it just there. Look how mathematically precise every single one of those angles are. You can see the table facet, which is the large facet on the top. Then the ones going down at a sort of 45-degree angle are your crown facets to the girdle. The girdle will be hidden within the sterling silver that you're seeing here. It's what the gemstone actually embraces to the precious metal. Then we go down to the pavilion there, and again you can see that internal glow. As a certain amount, it's a semi-translucent gemstone, a certain amount of light is allowed to get into the heart. It's fabulous. This is my favourite. It is. And I probably shouldn't have favourite. You can't go wrong with sort of moonstones because they have got those earthy combinations, but the quality of the faceting and the quality of the moonstone itself, the amount of schiller that you're getting here, it's that really delicate, soft silky adolescence across the surface. Now we have got over 100 of these available. Your moonstone itself is 1.5 carats. I'm just thinking, if we multi-buy, these could be the most perfect earrings.
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
Isn't this stunning, Debbie?
We
see moonstone on a regular basis, don't we?
Yes, we do. But I look at that and I think that's just one step above. Do you know? I just think it is completely different.
You can totally understand why the lapidist has decided this is going to be a complete, as good as a finished piece of jewellery.
I would love to see a lapidist cut stones like that, because I mean, I would be shaking like mad with a stone like that. They must look at this and think this is extra special. Yeah. I've got to make a really fabulous job of this. It's one of those things where you would think, right, this is the cream of the crop. I've got to do something really special. And he has done a fabulous job with that.
Really impeccable cutting.
To set it into that bezel, it's just so perfect. It's
and
gorgeous.
You know what? Cut is really crucial in terms of the value of the gemstone. You know, if you've got maybe a crown facet which is a little bit maybe they've just literally filed, and it is quite literally grinding a little bit too much into the gemstone, and it's gone a little bit too far. That really devalues the gem. But you've got precision, absolute precision with the quality of the gemstone. So I'm going to go as far as saying this is being given to maybe the top 10% of lapidarists which we work with. Absolutely flawless. It's brand new. It's being launched today. You've got over 4.5 grams of sterling silver. It should be on your screens at $19.95. Again, put it all together. You've got the jump rings, you've got the connectors. How perfect would this be as a simple bracelet you never need take off? I don't think. I certainly wouldn't. Kim, can you write this down for me, please? Have we got enough of these to go around? That's ridiculous. $9.95. You'd pay that for the sterling silver and then some, let alone the quality of them. Look at that flash of copper and gold. Absolutely incredible. I am absolutely astounded, Kim, that we haven't got, these haven't, 50% of the stock hasn't gone already. I'm absolutely astounded. I mean, you are all there now, just a little bit slower maybe on the uptake. I know that we see moonstone on a regular basis here at Jewellery Maker. We do. We offer you moonstone in nuggets, in its faceted form, in plain rounds. But this, to me, is that standard. You know, if it was going to be like your Tanzanite, your quad A.
Yeah, I sometimes think people see moonstone and think it's not my colour. Well, to be honest, you look in the shops and you see the nude handbags and the shoes and everything else. This is something that you'll put on, and it will go on every day, with every outfit, with every colour, because it will just disappear. It will be something that will be on your wrist and you'll really enjoy wearing it, but it will go with everything, absolutely everything. I think it's stunning. Really stunning.
Absolutely incredible. I totally agree with you. I've got to squeeze 3 more opportunities in before the top of the hour, so check out. I've got just over 100 of these available. I'm joining you on it. We can be bracelet buddies. I totally agree with you there, Debbie. The quality is just off the chart. Okay, moving on to gorgeous Peridot. I'm keeping that very close by me. In fact, that can go next to the charms as well. Got my own little shopping list here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I haven't seen Peridot in a while. I actually spoke to the lovely Bella, who's come to us from a very well-known, very British, a prestigious department store, actually, as head of our buying team. And Bella, I was talking to, saying, please, 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 can I get the book here in the studio? Again, you're going to know what I'm talking about, Emma. You know the ones, the gem buying guide. Because whenever I refer to Peridot, or I did refer to Peridot, I would always show this gem buying guide, and I have done for years. And because it actually indicates the price that quality Peridot like this can be. Last time I looked, it was $180 per carat for extra fine quality Peridot. Now, I'm not saying that's what this would be valued at. However, you've definitely got beautifully fine quality here, and you can see the carat weight there. You want to have that combination of clarity and that perfect chartreuse green. USA Peridot has got that prestige. It's like your Arizonian turquoise. It's like you know, your Burmese ruby, if you like. Okay, it's going to be price slash, first come, first serve. They're absolutely stacked onto this beautiful strand. Should be, wow, already so low. Already so low. Not today. How about we take it under that £20 price tag, and then you go on to find those price comparisons and enjoy working with this beautifully zesty gemstone. $19.95 for Peridot. This is a natural idiochromatic gem. So it's not irradiated, because if it's neon colour, you kind of assume it would be. You kind of assume it would be like your Swiss blue topaz, like your London blue, or you know, the gemstones which have undergone some kind of treatment and enhancement. Because it is so neon, actually this gemstone is unearthed like so, and it comes from iron, which dictates this beautiful chartreuse green. 0800 644 655 is the number to call. These are stunning faceted drops. Okay, shall I bring you some gorgeous earring mounts? Okay, moving on. Marquise cut, prong set. Do you know, that was my prong set. Wow, these are amazing. Marquise gemstones, as is in the cut, it's actually designed around the shape of a lady's lips. So that's what a marquise cut is. Very, very, very wasteful, very expensive. Hence why, if you've ever seen a marquise cut diamond solitaire, one of my colleagues actually has a marquise cut diamond for her engagement ring, it would be considered. It would be very, very, very considered, just because you have to lose so much of the gemstone during those processes because of the very dramatic angles. So it's kind of like a rice shape, I suppose, with the brilliance that you would get in a round brilliant cut. Now you're getting 3 sets of your gorgeous gemstones. Your Santa Teresina emerald, which is Brazilian emerald, a Rajasthan garnet, and also your white topaz. They all measure 6 by 3 millimeter, and they will all fit beautifully into these stunning drop earrings. There's the actual prong setting. If you've got involved in the prong setting phenomena that we launched not so long ago here at Jewellery Making, you're already reacting and on the phone lines. So basically you've got 6 pairs of earrings into one, so you can actually change them as and when you want to. You can change them, the garnet maybe one day, the emerald another, the white topaz another one after that, and 6 stunning solitaire rings. Or, like I said, maybe use it in, like we've said previously, incorporate them into other types of jewellery making. There's nothing stopping you saying, you know what, I want to have the Santa Teresina in my sterling, in the earring mounts, but then maybe use the actual garnet in a pendant, the garnet and the topaz in a pendant, and design it, if you like, put pen to paper. That's certainly how I used to create and get hold of my genuine gemstones back in the day. A lot of sterling silver, as you can see. A lot of your precious metal, and it is hallmarked, comes with your butterfly backs, and butterfly blacks are not those insignificant ones. They've actually got the ridge. I don't know, this might sound ever so dull and boring, but can you see the actual ridge at the back there? When you've got quality gemstones, you want that security. So unfortunately, sometimes they do slide off, but not the case here. So a lot of precious metal, and certainly beautiful gemstones, should be $17.95. Wait, I'm going to say 1 pair of earrings and then 4 pendants for $12.95. 1 pair of earrings and 4 pendants, £12.95. Have we ever done a deal like that before?
That doesn't make sense to me.
Is it me?
No, it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, do you mean the price?
Yes. That price just doesn't...
It doesn't commute, does it?
No.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Gosh. Absolutely incredible. Need to move on because I've got more. How about the other earrings that I've got coming up? Oh, do you know what I love is the fact that you have got 2 different shapes and 2 different facets. I think these are some of my favourite. I would wear these every single day of the week. I'm going to show you the sterling silver first. Lovely mounts. Come with the shepherd hooks, but they're stylized shepherd hooks, so really have got that lovely curve. Oops, calm down. There we go. There we go. Settle down, yeah. 4-prong oval set. And they have the 925 stamp on the inside there. So again, you've got that beautiful prestige. And then look at all of these gorgeous oval cut gemstones that come alongside this gorgeous collection. Now you have got Ratnakiri Zircon, Cambodia Zircon. Wow. Cambodia Zircon, again, it's that location which we ultimately look for as some of the most fiery dispersive zircon on the planet. Then you've got tourmalated quartz. Can you see that? And I'd actually put them in order. Your tourmalated quartz there has got those wonderful, almost like impressionist art shards running through the centre of the gems, and white topaz. Look at the quality of these. Cinnamon zircon. It's like a cognac diamond, only way more fiery.
Yes, it is. You're right. It's lovely. And I agree with you. I think if I had pierced ears, which I don't, I think I would wear those every day.
Every day, yeah. So
absolutely
classy, aren't
every
they?
day. Yeah, gorgeous.
I don't want to say should be, and I'm not going to, because it shouldn't be. You'd pay that for one of those gemstones. Apparently, this was launched way lower. No way. Never mind the sterling silver. Can I just do this? See this gemstone here? Single, oval cut, cinnamon zircon. I'd pay $11.95 for that. On its own, look at the fire on the recording there. You can see those flashes coming through. That's what Cambodian zircon is all about. That's why so many traders rush to those locations. And then you've got the intrigue, the excitement of the tourmalated quartz, and of course the diamond-like beauty of your white topaz. $11.95, Deb. That's amazing.
You wouldn't see that in a jeweller's window, would you?
Well,
no way.
At that price?
No.
Oh my gosh, no. You wouldn't see plastic at that price.
No, you wouldn't actually.
You wouldn't see base metals at that price.
No.
That's absurd. Okay, and I know there was a lot of discussions about those earlier on, like whether we can even bring them to you at any. Incredible, absolutely amazing. Now, please imagine this to be monetary value. You know, like holding banknotes, because it is effectively holding absolute value, intrinsic value. It is your sterling silver sheet, and I've just managed to rub my fingers all over it. But basically, you get the idea. It polishes off. Has got the 925 stamp there. You can see just how dense it is. And this is perfect for those of you that want to create your very high-end pieces of jewellery. Sorry, I'll tilt it that way so it doesn't blind you, dazzle you. High-end pieces of jewellery. You can stamp onto this. You can just simply cut tiny amounts shave amounts off the actual side to create very dramatic rings or earrings or things like that. It's 1 millimetre in its thickness, and again you can see just how substantial it is in total. A square sheet, so obviously use the sterling silver sparingly and to sort of work the outside in. I guess that's pretty obvious, but again, don't waste anything. Don't ever throw anything away, because keep it just in a little pot and you'd be amazed how much you'll get financially back for that over the years. Okay, last in stock, coming your way at last in stock price. We launched it at, wow, $64.95 was where we launched it. Incredible deal. I mean, this is one thing I can't demonstrate right now is the sheer weight. You know, you can feel the weight of this of the precious metal itself. You know, great for little christening bangles or individual identity necklaces and charms coming your way. Okay, this is clearing the vault. We only have a few remaining, so first come first serve. 15 remaining. Diana, you've got yours. Annalie, you're very close. I've got telephone bidders on the phone lines. Wow, that is clearance. Get rid rid of the last few in stock, 15 remaining. It is substantial. Again, get this home, feel the actual weight of the precious metal, because this is solid sterling silver. You know, we're not talking about copper with a sterling silver overlay. It's solid precious sterling silver. I mean, how much would you expect to pay for just a sterling silver? I've got, in fact, how much? 50 grams? Gosh, really? Can I just... I've got a Tiffany necklace, which I wore to a training session recently, a few months back, and had an email saying, Eleanor, can I borrow your necklace? I was like, okay, yeah, why? Why do you want to borrow my necklace? But I still haven't had it back, by the way. I need to go and get that. And basically, it's because, I won't say who it was that asked me, but they wanted, and it's just plain sterling silver, no gemstone, it just had literally stamping across the Tiffany's. And they were wanting to just emulate something quite similar, basically. And yeah. It's only sterling silver, hundreds of pounds that was. I didn't buy it, I was gifted it many years ago. How easy would it be to do something really similar? Yeah. All you'd need, Debbie, is just like literally to cut out a section, your sterling silver chain, and put whatever carving, whatever, or keep it simple, nothing.
Well, you could use it with a doming block actually, and make a dome in it, and then put, you know, whatever you want in there, resins or something, some lovely turquoise resin, and it looks fabulous.
Incredible. But we have 15 left, and this is literally last in stock clearance price, so well done. I'll just turn it around so you can actually see again the actual 925 stamp. We would not be able to stamp it, obviously. This has been stamped if it wasn't complete solid. Can you see that? Solid sterling silver. Well then, Diana's bought 2, Annalie, Alison, Yvette, Maureen, I've got Em in Northamptonshire, I've got anonymous collectors there, Suzanne in Tyne-and-Wear, you've got yours, well done. Jennifer, you're very close to getting yours, congratulations to you. Again, turning it on the side so you can just see how substantial that thickness is. So if you just cut maybe, I don't know, a ring size shank amount out of this, it's got the thickness, which means it is going to be, it's not so flimsy that it's going to dent, and you can definitely texturize it with your hammers and your blocks, etc. You're going to get lots of pieces of jewellery out of this, Debbie, aren't you? Oh gosh,
yes. It'd be lovely just to cut a strip and have a nice silver ring, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, just literally, or even just one elongated, just the length.
Like an ingot, yeah, lovely.
Really
Hammered,
simple.
Yeah, really beautiful.
And all you'd need to do then is punch a hole at the top.
Yeah.
Keep that little circle that you punch out, because that is, you'd be throwing away pound signs at the end of the day. You would be, wouldn't you?
You would.
And it's amazing how quickly that sterling silver actually mounts up if you keep hold of it. Now, deal of the day is coming your way just after a very short break. Make sure you do stay tuned because you're going to love it. It's one of our most popular launches that we brought you over the last 12 months, and they are your wonderful seed beads, perfect for not just beading but your French beading as well. Great for packing out and really holding on to your carat weights of your gemstones. Got some stunning jewellery to show you as well. More incredible bundles, more amazing deals, and of course designer inspiration from the gorgeous Debbie.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information. You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you.
Okay, welcome everybody. Graphics introduced straight away. We're going to get straight into it, the deal of the day. It is the biggest auction of the entire 24-hour period. It is repeated throughout the course of the day as well, morning show, afternoon show and also in the evening, but often it doesn't actually make it in terms of the quantity to the later shows. Now, I've got an amazing piece of jewellery, and I think this to me, you know, our wonderful beading buddies, a real testament, and they're always thinking outside of the box. They're always coming up with something really new and innovative. And I've seen these lovely spaces. I did a DVD with the gorgeous Sarah Elvin. I've seen them packing out carat weights, if you like. You've seen them just as simple, stretchy bracelets. This is the first time I've actually seen it actually crocheted with one of my favourite pieces of jewellery, actually, that I've seen in a long time. And a shining example of what our seed beads can be used for. You know, don't be afraid to not use gemstones in your pieces of jewellery, because sometimes I think we're so into genuine gemstones, Debbie, that we get carried away with it at some point, at some occasions. Agree.
I love that piece of jewellery.
Me too.
Made. I mean, I wear that all the time. I think that's stunning. And we said earlier it'd be lovely if it was twisted into a cuff. Not that I want you to do it now, but you know, it would look lovely as a cuff or a bracelet. Isn't that gorgeous?
It's really, really, really gorgeous. It's very Cartier. Yes. It's very Roberto Coin. You've got really Italian chic designer a piece here that is made by the gorgeous Sue Jackson Guest. I love it. And again, we were talking about how you can twist this, because Sue has actually just made it with a simple S class, so you could twist this if you wanted to, keep it like so it sort of fans across the décolletage, maybe even wear it on a wrist like we were talking about as well. So yes, RC beads, because of the quality of RC beads and the fact that you can't see that join that you would with many suppliers, they have got that perfectly, beautifully smooth exterior surface. You don't need gemstones. You know, you can use these in replacement if you wanted to. And look how amazingly they match with the wire. Now, Sue has used, I'm trying to gauge it, is this a 0.4 or a 0.25?
I would say a 0.4.
Yeah, I think it's point. You could probably do it with both, to be honest.
You probably could, actually. The 0.25 might be a bit brittle to do that, but the 0.4...
I think it's a 0.4.
Yeah, I think so.
A 0.4, well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you could probably do it with 0.6 as well. But yeah, really creates that lovely rosary link look. Now, deal of the day is all about, well, the biggest deal of the day, the biggest amount of savings. Now, we launched these not so long ago with the launch of your French beading DVD, and they've flown. They usually retail, well, let's just say, you know, for the amount that you're getting, 600 in a tube, tube, it generally is something which is definitely in excess of £15 plus. These are your lovely rose gold colours, amazing rose gold colours. You can see how sizable and substantial the drill holes actually are. You're getting 600 approximately in a tube, and they're very deceptive, Debbie, aren't they, these tubes?
Oh, they go on forever. I mean, I've done a whole woven cuff with them, and still had beads left over. So,
yeah,
and to do that is amazing.
Well, the necklace that actually Sue has created, I highly doubt if she even dented this tube.
No, I doubt it very much.
reckon Sue would have probably have used an inch at best.
Yeah, probably.
An inch in terms of the depth of the tube. Already lots of you are multi-buying. Yeah, I can see a Sarah. I'm wondering if that is Sarah Elvin. I think they're one of our most exciting product launches of the year.
They are, because I think they're so useful even for macrame. I mean, there's a macrame bracelet there that she's made as well, which I think is really nice. Because you can get those cords through, and they look really expensive, I think. You know, some of the macrame, and certainly the micro macrame, looks stunning, putting a few of those beads in between. I think it looks really nice.
Really does. I mean, there's probably, what, 10 or 20 there. And I love, with that peachy colour as well of the actual cord. Absolutely amazing. Sue, loving your jewellery today. I just think this is so wearable, and again, perfect. I mean, the craze of macrame bracelets, you know,
it goes on and on,
it goes on and on and on and on and on. And again, this transforms the look, doesn't it? Totally transforms the look. I'm loving the jewellery that you've made, you, so I just think it's really classy. You've got, you know, your sort of red carpet event with the necklace, but at the same time could even be worn over a thick woolly jumper if you wanted to. And then you've got your lovely macrame bracelet here with just a channel of those spacer beads. So that's the benefit. These are so versatile. You can use them in macrame, kumihimo. You can use these in French beading, in your crochet. You can use these in bridal. You can use them in polymer clay. You can use them with gents jewellery. You can. I'm struggling.
On and on.
Yeah, it's. I generally can't think of something that you can't use them with.
No, I agree.
You know, they'll feed onto most gauges of wire, because you have got that really substantial, I want to say drill hole. It's not a drill hole, but you have got that hole in the centre which is really substantial, so your leather cords will go through there. Your hemp cords will go through there. Your aluminium wire will go through there.
Yeah, it's good for multi-strand necklaces as well, because you've got lots of beading threads. Beading threads, you can get 5 or 6 strands through one.
Yeah.
And that means you can do lots of multi-stranded necklaces.
Yeah. We're gonna have to bring that price tag in because loads of you are there. We do normally repeat the deal of the day, stock permitting, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough of these available. Okay, we've got a big quantity, but again, lots of you are buying 2s, 3s, 4s, even. And it is the deal of the day, so hence we're going to go low, 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 low. As you can see, a substantial amount of your lovely brass with your rose gold plating at 600 in a tube should be on your screens, like I said, around that £15 price tag. However, first time ever, deal of the day needs to, you know, really carry those words. First time ever being price slashed. It's never been brought to you at this low, and I don't know if it's going to ever again after today. Grab it whilst you can. There are about 40, 50, maybe even more of you now actually on the web with it in your basket. It's going to fly out. Rose gold, it's a really classy colour.
It is, because we've said this many times before, haven't we? Some people years ago, well, me included, you either wore silver or you wore gold.
Yep.
And you would never wear anything else. Whereas rose gold is sort of in the middle. And it's introduced us to wearing different metals together. And I think because of that, we now wear whatever we like. But rose gold is so on trend, especially for gents jewellery, funnily enough. Yes,
absolutely. Yeah. Do you know what? That's something I've noticed just recently over the last few months, that the gents jewellery is seeing a lot of the rose gold. And I love that. I think that's really not... Well, why not? Yeah. Why on earth not? Just this piece. I'm sort of casting my memory back, and if I could literally walk Sue into the jewellery establishment that I first started at and say, look at all this stunning jewellery with 4 figures, and yeah, okay, they were 18 karat golds, and they were that Italian designer, but something like that is what you would have expected, and there's no gemstones, no gemstones whatsoever. It's all your beautiful rose gold plated brass. I've got rows upon rows upon rows of you on the phone lines. Currently there's how's the wait doing on the phone lines or the queue? Not too bad, Kim says, not too bad at all. Now I could tip these out into this dish, but if you don't mind, I won't. Do you know why? I will never get them back into that tube. When the one tip I can give you is that they are so packed into these tubes. Is that Amelia going, thank goodness? Yeah, Amelia, you don't. It's hard, isn't it, to get back in the tube? She says. Just tip out what you need. That's my one tip that I will leave with you. Just tip out gradually, you know, tip out 10, and then you can always get more, can't you? Because it's really hard to get back in the quantity that we've packed in there for you. Wonderful pieces, love it, love it, love it, Sue. And loads of you still on the phone lines. I need to move on. Listen, we had like literally thousands of these available, and there's still hundreds available now, but probably about 40% of the stock has gone already. Okay, straight into another star buy. Second to blue sapphire, pink is probably the most sought after and desired, and generally as a rule of thumb, the more intense that pink is, the more valuable. You know, second to blue sapphire, pink is the most sought after. And any sapphire generally can be quite opaque, so quite included. Very rarely actually has diaphanity. You've got amazing diaphanity here, so the light can really get into the heart of the gemstone. So you'll see brilliance. You'll see brilliance, which I can't ordinarily say. The pink colour, though, you can get powder pink, baby pinks, but the more intense that pink is, the more valuable it is. If you've had the chance to look at showcases of pink sapphire before, maybe you've seen collections of pink sapphire previously. I know I've done hours of pink sapphire, very exciting collections, and this is the colour that that I was seeing. It was that sort of flamingo pink, I suppose. You know, I'm not talking about neon, I'm not talking about fuchsia, and I'm definitely not talking about powder pink. It's that bit in between, that sort of flamingo tone. But very seldom would they actually have diaphanity or clarity. This is a really, really gorgeous quality strand of sapphire. It's long as well. As you can see, you've got almost half a metre here, 43 centimetres in total. Faceted rondelles, it's like, as you can see, it's half the length of my arm, so easily will do 360 degrees neckline piece. An ever so slight graduation of these rondelles that go from 3x1 to 4x2 millimetres. Absolutely stunning. Look at that pink. That's the colour that we long for. Not fuchsia, but certainly not pale or insipid. And team that with clarity and diaphanity, then you have something very, 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 very exciting. I just want to take a small section of this gorgeous strand and just put it in sterling silver or even in your gold length of chain, and something really, really simple. For all of you September babies out there like myself, this is your gorgeous gemstone. And it's the one gem that my niece actually asked my mum and dad for her birthday, which did make me chuckle, because she's 10 years old. She asked for pink sapphire. Well, actually, she asked for sapphire more specifically. And Mum and Dad chose pink sapphire. And I think that was a really, really sensible decision, because it's got that femininity, that girliness to it. and of course the rarity, because we stereotype sapphire as blue and only blue, but actually it comes in wonderful rainbow of colours. But second to that blue, arguably the most sought after would be this gorgeous depth of pink. Straight away web bidders are making those confirmations. Incredible flashes of lustre across the exterior. Team that with that diaphanity and clarity that I keep referring to. Text message, I need these, especially for Debbie's first kit. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. They'd be fabulous, wouldn't they?
Debbie, I mean, we don't often see sapphire like this.
We don't see sapphire with a length of strand like that.
No.
My goodness me, that's long.
No. I mean,
is beautiful.
you would expect this Gems of Distinction strand to be probably a third of the length.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes, you would. And there's something about that pink. It's like an old-fashioned rose. It's like an old English rose pink.
Peony.
Yes.
It's like a peony pink, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I totally agree. You've got a little bit of a blue secondary hue coming through.
Have.
But again, it's I know I keep referring to it, but opaque is generally a word I will use with sapphire because it's expected to actually have those internal characteristics, and that's absolutely fine. However, I can really refer to the clarity and the gemstone's ability here. It's amazing diaphanity, so the light is really, really influencing the heart as well. Look at that sparkle. I'm going to twist this round one another. Beautifully high end. 75 carats of stunning sapphire. I would certainly be thinking about this with your precious metals and then some, to be honest. Now, bring that price tag in. It's an amazing star buy, one I'm really delighted to bring you. Would look amazing with the deal of the day. Got a text message coming through from Donna in Bristol. My sister's engagement ring is a pink sapphire, so I got this strand and made her a bracelet with sterling silver clasp, and she got it valued for £165. Listen, Donna, can I just blow you a kiss? Mwah. Because you know how many times I say it, and I know I say it a lot, and sometimes I actually get people say to me sometimes, I'm so sick of you saying that, Elle. I understand that, but when it comes from a live viewer messaging into the studio, now do you hear me? This is a gemstone which will be valued. This strand as well, this specific strand that we're talking about. Thank you so much, Donna. Not everybody does, but I had a message recently going, where are you getting your stuff valued from? Believe me, they all have to be accredited and certified to value jewellery. And still I've got a third of the strand left to make her some earrings and a drop necklace. Oh. What a suite of jewellery.
Fabulous.
And it's this strand, Donna, is it? Yeah, because it's a lot of sapphire. This alongside, I'd be using your sterling silver, to be honest.
Oh gosh, yes, I would too. Stunning, absolutely.
Or even your gold, if you're a gold person.
Yeah, gold would look nice, something different, yeah.
If you wanted to, if you're a yellow gold wearer, you know we've been selling gold findings recently. Yeah, this is pushing those levels of prestige. Let's bring that star buy price in for you. $69.95, and what a lovely gift, Donna, that is. What a lovely gift that you made for your sister. So very few people could say they own a ring, a bracelet, earrings and a necklace of pink sapphire. Get it whilst you can for almost half a metre, and you can see that consistency of colour.
Yeah, you can. It's absolutely beautiful. It's so feminine, and yet it's not too girly pink to be elegant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not sort of vibrant pink, but that is the most delicate.
It's like I always say flamingo.
Pink. Yeah, it's a bit peachy, isn't it?
It is a little bit peachy, I suppose.
It is like an old-fashioned
rose,
English
peony.
Rose. Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful colour.
Amazing. Well done. Maureen, Marion, Margaret, Belinda, Lincolnshire, Isabel, Angus, you're there, London, new buyers, lots and lots and lots of you. Absolutely stunning. Now, let's go into the next kit because we're up against it in terms of time, so I need to be a little bit pacey. Where's this morning gone? It's flown by, Debbie.
It has flown by, hasn't it, this morning?
Now, can't remember the last time I saw these in a kit. How many of our jewellery makers are thinking, I need our threading material? I used to have loads of it. too much of it, to be honest, and now you don't include them in the kit every single day, so I run out. These are our classic threading materials. Comes with the beading thread, the monofilament, and also the clear elastic. So very, very, very versatile again for your beading. We were talking about that. You could easily recreate Sue's design that you saw earlier on, and certainly recreate everything that Debbie is making. So you get this, and there's lots of meterage there to create all of your wonderful pieces of jewellery. Then, I'm really excited about these, sterling silver, solid 925 sterling silver stardust beads. These are beautiful. Oh, this with the pink sapphire.
Oh, gorgeous, yes, definitely.
That's all you need. When was the last time you actually saw sterling silver stardust beads?
I can't remember having them, actually, not for a long, long time.
They literally fly out every single time they come on the screen. They're like, you know, this is Italian jewellery, you know, where you actually have that texture as well as the luster, and it's like the pave set with diamonds. Now you're actually getting 30 in a pack, so all of these here, that's a lot, isn't it? Just one or two either side of a gemstone looks absolutely incredible. Or if you got hold of the Tanzanite earlier on, or that lovely moonstone earlier on, these would be fabulous alongside those as well. So 30 of your stardust rondelles, don't see them every single day. We've also got gorgeous gemstones, including your beautiful amethyst. Amethyst, rich, regal, intense purples, totally natural in their colour. You've got 110 carats here going up to 13 by 10 millimetres. That's the colour that we want.
Beautiful.
You know that chocolate brand? That's the colour purple you want in an amethyst. But here's a gemstone, and I'm going to be completely upfront, put my hands up, I have never seen before. Angelite. It's beautiful, and I love the name. It's like jadeite, only blue.
Yes, it is actually. You're quite right, actually. Has the same sort of look, doesn't it? Same feel and finish to it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Feel is the other thing, because it's quite cool. It's opaque. It's a soft gemstone. It's not high shine.
No,
we're not talking about exterior luster. It's a soft gemstone. You can almost imagine it being like a fluffy blue marshmallow.
It's almost like a waxy finish.
Yes.
You know? I think jade always looks like a wax finish to me. I don't know why, but
I absolutely love this. I've never seen Angelite before. So what a gorgeous high-end combination that you've actually got here. The sterling silver, the Angelite, and also your amethyst, and we're still not done. We've also got one of our all too famous bead scoops. Comes in, of course, your chiffon bag. I'm going to actually sort of separate, because I think they're very high-end, and I need to do some reading about Angelite. Love to learn about a new gemstone, and that's the beauty of Jewellery Maker, is that we are always learning. And we've teamed this with a bead scoop, so you might get blue pearls in here, you might get, who knows, blue diamond, you might do, you might get you are sorry, gosh, they're all going everywhere, and I'm still dropping them as well. You might get lovely sodalite in here. You might get lapis lazuli in here, because they are the blues and the greens in a lucky dip. Absolutely incredible way of purchasing your gemstones. We've already been talking about that. Here's a lovely druzy at the front. Can you see that? I know Debbie loves her druzy. I've got shell within. I've got pearls, most certainly. I've got banded agate here. I've got beautiful connectors. I've got carved gemstones, if I can just hold this one up. So I've got a carved flower bead. I've also got sodalite in hearts. So they're absolutely random, and what you actually get will be, oh, look at this one, will be individual and unique. Love, 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 love it. Okay, bring that price tag in. Don't forget, comes with sterling silver, comes with your Angelite, comes with your amethyst, and all of your bead scoop as well. Should be £38.25. Not today. And of course your threading material. The stardust rondelles, there's 30 there. There's a big gram weight there. The Stardust rondelles surely would be making up probably 75% of that price tag.
Oh, I thought so, yes.
You'd think, wouldn't you?
You would.
Kim, the Stardust rondelles surely would be about 75% of that price tag. You would, do you know what, I'm actually thinking that for £5, this is just approximately, I would be thinking that the Stardust rondelles would be about 15 quid, because they are solid sterling silver. These aren't the brass ones with the overlay. This is all solid precious 925. Sure, I'd happily pay £21.95 for it, to be honest. And I'd certainly be multi-buying right now, because I think these could be a beautiful bracelet. You know, think about all the high-end...
Actually, yes, you're right.
The pearls that we had earlier on. They'd be incredible with those. Again, very, 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 very busy. You can thread these through your sort of your beading threads, all of your elastics, because you've got that substantial drill hole as well. Certainly incorporate with your high-end gemstones. Amazing. Now I'm going to take a wander over to the gorgeous Debbie, who has been enjoying this kit and busy creating with this gorgeous kit. So hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 necklaces, 3 pairs of earrings, 2 bracelets. I love what you did with the angelite and the sterling and the actual sterling silver. That was your favourite piece of jewellery, wasn't it?
It's the most simplest piece of jewellery, but my favourite.
Yeah,
definitely.
I love it. But again, classy, high-end, really sophisticated beauty that you've got there. How many have we got in terms of quantity of this kit? Excuse me. Okay, very popular. We had 85 specifically. Over 50% of the stock has gone already. Wow. It's not going to hang around. Do you know? Listen, I've never spoken about angelite before. I've never spoken about that gemstone, and I will most definitely enjoy learning about it. But surely it has to be the sterling silver in this kit, which is,
oh my goodness, yes,
the big draw.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I remember Stardust beads where you just get 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Not that amount.
Yeah, exactly, because they're little charms, aren't they? They're little features.
So lovely.
Now, before we get into the demonstration, we have got some beautiful cords to bring you, which you've used in your designs, or very similar anyway.
Yep.
Starting with, excuse me, suede cord. Oh, look at this. You've got a teal green and a lovely navy blue. So these will go through your Stardust spacer beads that you just saw earlier on.
They will. And they'll also go beautifully with the bead scoop. Really well with the bead scoop.
Hang on a second. It comes with all of these as well. Now, Debbie, I love this cord, and you said to me earlier on, when I was allowed to wear a piece of your jewellery, because we were doing it, but I did a little sneaky peek before the live show on air, and she said, pick a piece of jewellery, Elle, and I chose the one with this cord.
Yes, it's my favourite, actually, the one that you chose. I just love it, but I like tassels, as you know.
Oh, these are coming up after. This is all I've got.
With the cord ends? No.
I've got the cord ends. Yeah, got these. And we have got leather strips as well. Okay, we'll just get those for you in a second. So, thanks, Amelia. Oh, these. Now, these are great for cuffs. You can feel the quality of the leather, can't you?
You can. I thought they were quite fab. But again, they go really, really well with some of the colours in the bead scoops. They really do.
They're fantastic. Really soft, beautiful leather, and this one here is actually sort of textured, almost like you've got mother of pearl set within the actual leather itself. Of course, suede on the one side, and then you have got the leather on the other side. Comes with the corresponding cords, and of course your silver-plated hook clasp that we were just referring to. Absolutely love them. Yeah, they do go perfectly with your bead scoop. Should be £25.75. $14.95. You'd pay that for the leather, wouldn't you?
You would. I mean, I chose these because I thought they'd go with the first kit, and they go along with the colours. But I think some of these, even if you cut them into strips, if you could make 4 bracelets out of each of those.
Yeah.
And all you need to do is punch a hole in the end of each one, put some cord through, some of this cord, and literally tie a bow. I've seen that for summer jewellery, you know?
Yeah, I love that, and it'd be really comfortable to wear as well.
Really comfy, or just put one bead. I mean, there's a necklace near you here with the green, and that correspondingly that goes beautifully with the green leather. I just thought it went really well together. So you just put one bead on the front if you wanted to.
That's a really nice idea. And again, you can use these over our cuff bangles, which you can buy on our website, our torque necklaces and things like that. Use that, just glue them on. I need to move on, but do stay where you are on those phone lines, because I tell you what, we've got lots to squeeze in before we get into the demonstration, including those lovely cords that I was talking about.
I love those.
The necklace that I literally zoned in on when Debbie said, choose a piece of jewellery, was this one here. I love that sort of bubble. Is it a bubble style?
Yes, yeah, it is, I suppose. Yes.
Bubble style necklace, and it's on a length of this cord basically. Absolutely beautiful, so wearable, and the clasp was actually just down here, so very easy to wear as well. You get 2 lengths, fantastic texture. It's almost like a sort of snake skinny effect.
It is, yes, and very, very comfy, as you say, to wear. Sometimes the metallic ones are a bit scratchy, but those are really, really comfy to wear.
Yeah, they're not,
really
they're not scratchy, they're really nice and smooth. You get the light blue and also, cornflower, and then this lovely light blue, which is almost Tanzanite blue, because it's got that little flush of purple coming through. 5mm in its thickness, and they are 1 metre lengths. Now, it should be £8.90. Really? I'm thinking about watch straps. These would be fab watch straps.
They would be fab. Just nice as a bracelet, just as a single bracelet. I mean, I could get two necklaces and a bracelet out of there.
£5.95.
For two?
For two. That's for the two. How many times can I wrap this around my wrist? I mean, admittedly, I've got quite skinny wrists, but I can get this. The one part of me at the moment, which is, look, I can get that at least probably another time if I want. If I wanted. Let's be conservative. At least 4 times around my wrist, probably more because I'm still holding on to a good amount here. So that's 4 bracelets. I'd wear it like that.
I would actually just put a clasp on either end and just wear it like as like a gladiator bracelet.
Yeah,
lovely. Very
gladiator
nice.
style bracelet or anklet even. They'd be fab for that. For your textiles.
Yeah, and I've seen people use them for handbag straps as well.
Good idea. Really good idea. Hold both of them together so you can actually see the definition. You've got that cornflower blue and the light blue, but I'd say that's more of a Tanzanite purpley blue.
I love
£5.95 for both of them. I love them as well, and they really work lovely with your angelite and with the bead scoop that you've got there. Okay, moving on to gorgeous shell pearl.
Oh, that's beautiful.
See, we were talking about our classic beauties. The ones the people we think of with our classic beauties.
That is beautiful. I wish I was at home. I could do with ordering those.
Faceted rounds.
They're stunning.
Oh, look at the colour of the silver as well.
Now you see, as soon as I see that, I think I could do some bead weaving. And you know when you do some bead weaving and you have it looks like it's been woven, and you snake the different colours along.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's been plaited.
Oh no, we can't play these.
Oh no.
Oh, hang on a minute though. Hang on a minute though. We can't play these, but... Oh my goodness. No sacrifices being made here. Absolutely not. Debbie.
Oh wow, I love them. Oh, they're fab.
Look at the sheer size of these shell pearls. They have to be the biggest that we've got. I can't even physically hold them, Debbie. I can't actually hold them all. You've got 3 strands here. What are these, 16 mils? Are these 16 mils? Wow.
Love those.
And me. I tell you what, just these restranded, maybe a black agate gemstone to really vamp it up somewhat, if you
absolutely.
like. Classic, timeless, effortless. Morning dew, yeah, they have got that lovely glistening gleam, haven't they? But timeless. Or I know you think about winter months, then, don't you, with your morning dew? But actually, it has got that real freshness with them as well. What would you do with these, Debbie?
I think, as we've spoken about stretchy bracelets so much, but if you put these on a craft stall, these I guarantee is the first thing that will sell.
Yeah.
You need one charm on the front and that's it. And they'll just walk out.
Absolutely.
Absolutely walk out.
Do you know, I went to a jewellery party years ago, and I haven't been to one in a long time. Obviously, I work for Jewellery Maker, why would I? But I went to a jewellery party years ago, and I actually bought from there. You know when you go and you kind of feel inclined that you have to buy something?
Yeah.
Have to buy something. So anyway, I bought a stretchy bracelet. It had a big fake crystal heart. Yeah, I bought it. Listen, because it's the only thing I actually saw which I liked and I thought I'll actually wear. They were fake pearls. It was a fake clear gemstone in a heart pendant. Don't get me wrong, lovely, and I did wear it, go on to wear it, but it cost me £20 or something like that, and I'm going back quite a few years. These are genuine gemstones, you know, of a massive scale. You know, these aren't for your delicate wallflowers here, folks. If you're one of those that loves dainty and petite, and listen, I love those as well, this probably isn't appealing to you. But if you want something which is going to make that statement, then this is absolutely incredible. Just one of those 16mm rounds, create a tassel from the bottom, Deb, sort of 32-inch necklace.
Yeah, beautiful. And what else would look nice is if you had a great big jump ring, a huge one, and just wire wrap these around, just had a big circle of these really chunky pearls. That would look fab.
Love that idea. These are fab, aren't they?
Love them.
They're the biggest I've seen in shell pearls. Should be, for all 3 strands, £23.85.
Yeah.
Should be. I mean, you've got at least 8 bracelets there, probably more.
Oh, and the rest, yes.
Could you tell them we were literally holding our breath? £14.95. And this is what I say time and time again. Anybody that does their little bit for charity, that invests, maybe donates to charity, can I make a suggestion? And it actually came from Fleur, guest designer Fleur, and I thought it was a wonderful idea. For example, my mum does a lot of creativity, a lot of making for local hospitals, etc., local charities. Instead of actually donating or spending the time to knit an entire toy, which my mum does, you know, bless her, it takes her absolutely hours, and they get a couple of quid for it, you know?
Oh no,
I always think, what? A couple of quid, you've taken all that time. How about investing the money now, turning it into, with some clear elastic, stretchy bracelets, a £5 a time, which is very conservative and affordable, and if you say, these are genuine shell pearl, they'll fly. And I truly think you're investing minimal time, minimal skill, but it's something that we all want. Now, I was in my local hospital. In fact, I've got to go tomorrow. I'm going for one of my vaccinations, going tomorrow. But and there is lots of lovely knitting and things like that. And don't get me wrong, I love it, but it takes a lot of time, doesn't it? It does
take a lot of time, actually, yes, and you don't get the money back. So yes, I quite agree. This is something that will take minimum time, but also bring the charity a lot more money.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? If I was sat in a little coffee shop in my hospital and I saw a stretchy, I'd pay. I'd buy it.
I would.
Without shadow of a doubt. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. And you have at least, well, what did we say we'd get out of there?
1, 2, 3, at least 6 bracelets.
At least 6.
Yeah.
So you've well and truly made your money back. And then some. Okay, moving on. Okay, we haven't done any polymer clay today.
No.
And we are relaunching it.
We are.
Can we just put clarification? We have not done away with polymer clay, have we, Debbie?
No, I keep saying that. No, we haven't.
I wouldn't let that happen. No. Debbie wouldn't let that happen. We've got new colours.
Yes.
New tools.
Yes, a whole new range. It was just the fact that we had polymer clay on the show a lot, and the tools we'd had for 5 years
were the same.
Were exactly the same. So we decided, you know, once you've got a clay roller, you've got a clay roller. We just said, well, let's stop it all. Let's get all the stock in. Let's design a new range, get new products, new tools in, and then relaunch it, rather than keep giving you dribs and drabs of the same thing.
I'm really excited about that relaunch, and I really hope I'm with you on that launch as well.
Yeah, I hope so as well, because I love polymer clay.
I do love polymer clay.
Yeah.
Now, we've got tons of FIFA reviews, but this is something you are always going to need, is a bead rack.
Yes.
Sarah in Worcestershire will share with you a couple. I could probably show you thousands. This was amazing. I've priced these exact trays online for
£34.99.
£34.99 each, yeah. Okay. We'll explain what yeah, Sarah, that doesn't surprise me. That's each, by the way. Great product, just what is required for and a fantastic price, Linda in Merseyside says. So we can put countless individual reviews. This is as it comes. Now, what is... I use them all the time, Debbie, but for those people that are new and watching right now thinking, oh, I like the idea of polymer clay,
but what do you use these for?
What do you use these for?
These are for baking your polymer pieces, okay? They are ideal and fit for purpose because they have little bars across the top that you put these are little pins that you put across the top and put your beads on. Underneath you can then put your pendants. You have a 45-degree angle cutting line here, so if you want to cut that angle on your canes, you can do. You've got some little pieces here to lean your pendants or your bangles up against. Do remember when you get your bead baking rack, you will have this piece of perspex in the bottom. Please take it out. It is not to be baked on. It is ideal for you to make those pieces that you're going to bake nice and smooth, either to smooth them on the top or to roll your long snakes of clay for your bangles or what have you. It's a really useful baking tray.
Absolutely. So basically, when you get your polymer clay, it's soft and you bake it to harden it. Yes. So if you put that bead on just a flat baking tray, you will get that flat surface, which really does spoil it. So that's what your beading rack is for. Anybody that loves polymer clay, anybody that does this kind of creativity, I suppose, this kind of medium, it's an essential, an absolute essential if you want to keep that perfect shape. Similarly, if you want to make teardrops, you know, as soon as you put something and then bake it, because it heats up ever so slightly, you get that hard surface, that flat surface rather, which
you'll get a heat level. It will sort of start to melt and it will then get a flat base. And you'll get this lovely curve with a flat base, and you don't want that.
No, you don't want that. This is what we need. Okay, so also means you can make loads at the same time. Should be £19.90. Hang on, are we getting two? You're getting two? So somebody said £34 and 99 pence each. You're getting two. Ours are normally £9.95 each. So £19.90 is what you pay for the two, which you're getting in this bundle. Again, you know, think about the energy that you're saving here, folks. You know, Kim, that's. You can buy one at £9.95 off our website if you want to, or right here, right now, you can buy with your postage, same price as one.
I say all the time, these are $6.95 to just replace the pins.
So just the pins?
If you buy from all sorts of polymer clay websites, they're $6.95.
Even if you've got a baking tray already and you just think, oh, I like the idea of making more at the same time. Because, you know, the other thing we have to consider is electric, heating. You know.
Yeah, whenever I do my workshops, the ladies are amazed that I have 3 baking trays in a row in my little toaster oven, camping oven. And I must put hundreds of beads in there at a time. Yeah. Imagine them all making beads all the way along it. I just put hundreds in.
And because you're doing it all at once, your oven's not on for a longer period of time, therefore, you know, it's not costing you all of that money. So it is really, really... Can I just pull this one to the front again? So you're saving... Not just by tuning in right now and dialing through, but you're actually saving in the foreseeable future as you're making them as well.
Once you've got it for life, really, and it will last you and last you. I've got about 6 or 7 of these, and because it's for purpose, you don't worry about using your own things at home. You know, you're not going to ruin anything. So I just think that if you keep this for just polymer clay, I even use some of these. I have some for polymer clay, some for doing enamels. Some for doing resin to keep things flat.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So you can actually use these. For pendants, and like I said, the 45-degree angle actually works as well for.
Yeah, it's useful to have that.
Absolutely incredible. £6.95 only. That has to be one of our lowest prices ever.
I would have thought so. And do you know what else? I've seen somebody use these to stand up and then bake something like this, but then put bars across and hang earrings from them.
Yeah, absolutely.
To bake earrings and things.
I need to move on. Well
Right
done.
then.
Well done, well done, well done, because we've still got your wonderful demonstration to get through. But next, how about some amazing findings? Some gorgeous findings. These are gold-plated sterling silver. Gold-plated sterling silver. As you can see, you've got an 8-inch length. I've got an 8-inch length. An 8-inch length of chain. It's that really high shine lustrous chain. Double the lobster claws. You've got your round head pins, 2 pairs of your shepherd hooks, crimp beads, and also your crimp covers and jump rings here. So I often break it down. Approximately 45 pieces in a pack, approximately. Often break it down to, if you were to make one sterling silver bracelet, Debbie, so what would we need? The chain.
A clasp.
A clasp.
A jump ring, probably, or 2 jump rings, one for either end.
2 jump rings, okay.
And
Take those out, and that's all I need. Yeah? That's all I need. So, okay. So if we work out what this is per component, there's the chain. Solid precious sterling silver. Here is the 925 sterling silver, and the 2 jump rings that Debbie said we need. So we need 4 components, basically.
Yeah, but that chain's probably too long for a bracelet, I would have thought.
Yeah, so you're probably going to have some...
So you have enough for dangle earrings as
well. Yeah, to match. Okay, so shall we... I tell you what, shall we put some sterling silver shepherd hooks there as well? Because we're going to create 2 pieces of jewellery now. Sterling silver jewellery. Yeah. Fabulous. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got now 6 components out of our 45. So, and you've still got all of these remaining, including your ball head pins, your crimps, your crimp covers. I've literally just tipped that everywhere, sorry. Yeah, you can see the shepherd hooks there. You've got the crimp covers and the crimp beads, which again is all for finishing your pieces of jewellery, everything that you absolutely need. 45 pieces. Should be coming your way at £17.95. Oh my goodness, this is precious, solid sterling silver. We're not talking about copper with its with the actual sterling silver over the top. We're talking about solid sterling silver, £11.95.
Then you've got the gold on top of that.
Then you've got the gold on top of that. Hang on a second. So 6 components. How much is that working out each? 26p each times 6. Well, that's working out about £1.56 for your sterling silver earrings and your sterling silver bracelet with gold.
That's just silly, isn't it?
£1.56. And you can see the quality, can't you?
You can't find a bracelet. I don't think anybody could find a bracelet that was sterling silver, gold plated, for that price. Where can you find a bracelet? I can't find a bracelet. That's ridiculous. It's a beautiful chain as well, can I just say?
Really lovely. The link is stunning, isn't it? Because it's quite flat. The actual link itself, so you get that lovely lustre.
I love that.
Incredible. Well, you'd expect to pay for gold-plated sterling silver, you know, 3-4 times that price tag.
Gosh, yes.
But then you've got all the other components again, which you can use with so much else. Now we're going to stick with the precious metals. We're going to stick with your sterling silver only. Maybe you're not a yellow gold wearer. I am. I love yellow gold. I wear sterling silver as well, and your rose gold, but I do like yellow as well.
I do.
So I think it's quite classic. Anyway, if you are a silver wearer, this is limited. There are 44.
I looked at that earlier, actually. Gosh, they're substantial. The weight of those.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. This is like a Mobius ring.
It is.
Are you impressed?
I am. I'm very impressed, though. Well done. But it reminds me of something else. I don't know. It's almost like a watch chain, like that bar. Do you know how you? I can't explain it. It's just more masculine.
These could be perfect cufflinks, couldn't they?
They could actually.
Because there's a lot of sterling silver in this. Can you see that thickness?
But that bar is really unusual. I think that's very nice. I like that.
It is, and I will hold it in the tweezers for you as well. But look at the density of the sterling silver that you're getting here, the thickness, the dimensions. 20 by 5 millimetres, and the round is approximately 20 millimetres. Obviously, the idea is that toggle goes through, but you can easily separate these. Because, for example, I'm thinking that could be a pendant on its own.
I was just thinking the same, actually. Yes.
Yeah, just literally as it is.
Absolutely.
And then maybe if I multi-bought, then I could make a hubby then a pair of cufflinks.
Yeah, they're lovely backs for cufflinks. They're very substantial. They're lovely.
Really substantial.
Really
I'm going to hold that, put that down for a second, and then hold these so you can really see that thickness. Again, less than 50 of these available. It is like a Mobius ring, so it'd be great with your chainmail.
It would match them up very, very well.
Absolutely
I like that
fantastic. I do as well. It's those angles on the end.
That will fit really neatly, though. I can just imagine the way that toggle is being made. It will fit really neatly when it goes inside the.
Absolutely.
The bar will look lovely.
Beautiful. I wish I had a bigger quantity. Now,
Lovely. Wow.
Over 3 grams of solid precious sterling silver.
Gosh.
Again, it's too pretty just to be hidden underneath a load of hair.
I completely agree with you.
It has to be on the feature and on the design itself.
Absolutely.
And it's certainly incorporated into the overall value of the piece, the cost of the piece, if you are going on to sell it or make individual commissions. £9.95.
Wow.
You know, I mean, I used to sell cufflinks from like your Alfred Dunhill, your Gucci, your Mont Blanc, and they'd be hundreds of pounds in sterling silver. Sterling, yeah, hundreds of pounds. Incredible, well done. Stay where you are. I need to move on. Quick recap though, because have we got before we get to the demonstrations? Have we got time for a demonstration?
Doesn't matter if we haven't, don't worry.
Limited, last in stock opportunities. Debbie, can I?
Oh, it's all right. Didn't want that one.
My bad. The problem is now, if something hits the floor,
you can't pick it up.
It no longer exists
it will
for
stay
me.
There. Don't worry.
I end up doing the limbo. Can I borrow you to hold these? Sorry, Debbie. Can we lay them on your board again like we did before? Love this launch. They are brand new. They were launched literally this morning. We've got a few of them remaining, so get them as soon as you can. Now we've got, they're described as maroon and purple, but I think they're more fuchsia and purple.
They are, definitely.
Incredible. And we were saying the textures, it's like kind of tie-dye.
I think it's really sort of animal print, but in colour.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, like
I'd love to see an animal in Africa.
These colours.
I would love to see maybe a zebra in this hot fuchsia and black.
That would be rather good, wouldn't it? Really cool.
Yeah, you know that they'd have a little bit of a strut. Aren't these incredible? If I hold them out for you so you can actually see in greater detail there. And Deb, you created some really gem-heavy pieces.
But had half of them left over. I had half a strand of each left over, and I couldn't have made any more, really, because I think anybody photographing them would have got very cross with me.
Yeah.
But I could have made loads, absolutely loads with these.
I've never seen the bars like it. They are incredible.
Really
and genuine gemstones, obviously. Comes also with your amethyst, totally natural, not treated in any way, shape or form. The very definition of amethyst, that's what we long for, isn't it? That perfect purple. But we're still not done. Still not done. I will try not to shower these everywhere.
Go on, put them in there.
Thanks. Deb has offered me a lovely little pot container. These are your yellow, silver and gold.
There you go.
I think the most popular kit that we've had so far today, or one of the most popular kits we've had actually all week, but it's gem heavy, it's all about your gemstones, you're ticking loads of different boxes in terms of the shapes, in terms of the sizes.
It's just different, isn't it?
It is different.
It is completely different from things that we've had before. And this bead scoop is stunning because there's so much hematite in here, both gold and silver.
Yeah.
It's really useful. It's a really lovely, lovely kit.
Yeah, I totally agree. Popular because the reason it is very, very quirky. However, literally limited in stock now. Get it whilst you can because it was also at a rock bottom price point. Bear in mind there's 1,500 carats on these 2 new strands alone. £24.95. I mean, I'd pay that for one of those, Debbie.
Oh gosh, yes. If you saw that in a boutique, all of that, my goodness, you'd be absolutely over the moon, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100. I think you created about 8-9 pieces, didn't you? Something like that, and you could have gone on to be even more. Again, these can be cufflinks.
Yes,
they'd be fab cufflinks, his and hers. Yeah. In actual fact, we were getting people to text in, and some people were saying about creating crowns. Some people were saying about using them to embellish candles. What else were the other suggestions that we actually
stick
had?
on the front of the metal collars.
Stick on the collars. There's so much you can do with these. Wire wrap them at £24.95 only. Okay, got time to bring you a little recap on this strand, and I couldn't allow our free viewers to disappear before I mention this gemstone again, because Amazonite is generally, how often have you seen Amazonite? If you've seen it on a few occasions, it's usually quite pastel colour. Do you want to have a little look at it?
Can I?
It's usually quite pastel, it's quite soft and more of a spearmint green stroke blue. This strand is the most intensely saturated Amazonite single-handedly I've ever seen.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Isn't it amazing?
It's even better when you look close up, actually.
Yeah, it's bordering on malachite.
It is. It is stunning. I love that.
The colours, and this is natural, it's not dyed in any way, shape or form. Would you go as far as say the nicest Amazonite you've seen?
Yes, definitely.
And me. I would too.
Beautiful colour. Stunning, I love that.
I would too, totally agree. And again, you think about the location, you think about where this gemstone source, it always surprises me that something so beautifully tropical and warm can come from some of the most extreme climate conditions. Totally natural, totally genuine. I'll say it again, this is the finest Amazonite that I've ever brought you. 170 carats, because it has got that real intense saturation. Price /12.95. Again, lots of collectors got involved, and I'm glad I showed it to you, Debbie, because when you actually get it home, and it looks amazing on screen right now, but it's even better in the flesh.
Get close up to it, it's beautiful.
Yeah, because that's where you get the banding and the textures.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Every single one being unique. I'd love to see this with rose gold.
Oh, fabulous, yes. That would look lovely with the rose gold. Nice with purples and things as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Lovely. Yeah, with the amethyst that you've just seen.
Yep.
Maybe the deal of the day, maybe the yellow gold findings that you just saw would be incredible with that too.
Beautiful.
Because or the silver toggle, if you are a silver wearer, we're talking about high-end findings, in my opinion. Wow. We've been super busy this morning, loads of incredible deals, and that's only set to continue. You're with me for the next hour, aren't you, darling?
I am indeed.
Wonderful. So we have got more of the Debbie Bulford, the Debbie Bulford, not just Debbie. You have to be the Debbie Bulford, don't you? More amazing deals, more inspiration. Please don't go anywhere because the bundles, these incredible savings just keep coming at you. We'll be back just after this.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker?